Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
We're back. We're here. It is Sunday. It is D&D time.
Oh lordy.
Oh, Lord.
Lordy. It's time to get my stabbing on.
No, just for blood.
Straight to the point, I see.
Yep.
One day, Bern, you're going to get over getting stabbed.
One day. Alright.
It's just a light stabbing. I mean, how bad could it have gone?
Yeah. Alright, I am here with my players. Sudz.
Hello.
Harlan.
Hello.
Sam.
Hello.
Simon.
Hello.
Jamie.
Oh, hi.
And Infernal.
Hello.
Alright, they are the Dawn Seekers, usual stuff. Thank you to Sasha for the artwork, Tabletop Audio for the free sound, Tabletop Simulator for having a program that works and actually runs D&D properly. To Dungeon Player Studio for allowing me to make maps like these, and for getting their name now, Incarnate.com for the more detailed maps like these. So, any other announcements, or we're just going to get going from there?
No.
Need sleep.
Well,
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whether that's in character or out of character, doesn't matter. So, last session, our party of adventurers. Elsyan, Queglod, Sasha, Malcom, Bern, Feng, and Rook made their way into the Darkroot Ruin, the large Duragar fortress that lie before them. The carved stone walls, some of it crumbling, some of it not, that had been renovated and remade into a school for necromancers. With the various things that had taken place, and now with the party intruding into it to find whatever their quarry may be, they have headed in and searched the building. After fighting off several students and a professor, they explore a little bit, dropping a few ball bearings down the stairs for self-defense and getting impaled. The party overcame all odds and continued to explore. After discovering various things, including a self-eating sofa and a mysterious box, the party came across another anchorage crest placed within the dungeon of this place. With a little bit of with a curious exploration part on for Malcom, he was seen by whatever lay within the anchorage crest. Harlan. After being seen and proceeding to proceeding to then fight off the being of theatre that lay below the fortress itself, and now conquering their next being and foe, Sasha taking the anchorage crest and placing it in her backpack. The party discovers that the way across led up and out of the fortress. And so, the party now remains here. In 1 hour's time, they will be able to activate the homestone. But with their injured selves and with some of the party suffering some fairly grievous injuries and some more mental injuries, the party proceeds to begin their long rest. So, who's taking first watch? As you're beginning your long rest. The homestone will
You're up
activate
first,
halfway
Sir
through.
Stabs a lot.
Who's up first?
Sir
Okay,
Stabs a
Elsyan.
lot, the one that got people stabbed.
Elsyan will go first. So the one that gets people stabbed. I throw ball bearings down to the stairs.
There's no stairs for him to throw.
That's
true.
ass.
You're currently in a stone
true.
basin at the moment with loose rocks and earth currently covering the interior of this. The ceiling partially collapsed in various corners. The place has seen better days.
Okay.
So who was taking first watch?
I will.
You will?
Elsyan.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check as your allies proceed to nestle down as best they can on the hard stone interior of the wall. You're given the home stone to eventually activate as you sit there and you watch, looking out across this, making sure nothing enters in through the two possible entrances.
11.
As you sit there, you keep watch. The silence of it all lingering about. Feng, not really needing the sleep, has stayed up. He's proceeding to read through some of the books in one corner, just flipping some of the pages, and proceeding to see what he can find, if anything, through them, as he was told to investigate them.
Can I roll for Felipe as well?
Oh yes, go ahead. Decent.
It's a net 15.
Now 15.
Yes. So 18 total.
18 total. Cool. As you're sat there, just launching out, don't seem to hear anything, you don't see anything, nothing catches your attention. About 1 hour in, you place the homestone down, creating the dome for the rest of your party to be safe, as you proceed to catch your rest. Who's taking second watch?
No, I'll do it.
Oh my god, Sasha's gonna take a watch.
Just going to take watch. Alright.
I know.
Does anybody wish to take
I always
watch
put
with...
myself in, it's just everyone else always gets in there before me.
Does anybody else want to take watch with Sasha?
No, but I want to take a watch with Queglod.
Oh, well fuck me then, I guess.
Okay.
What am I, chopped liver?
I'd like to take a watch with
No.
Sasha's on
Alright.
her own, Sasha.
So, Sasha. I need to roll for you, don't I? Or are
Really
you in
loud
tabletop?
noises and wake you all up just to piss you all off.
Are you in tabletop or...
I am not, because if I try and do that up here in Sheffield, my computer ends up dying.
Alright. Okay. One thing I will note, because I had made this mistake before, Sasha, and you've corrected me several times, and then I keep forgetting, but I made sure to look up the rule beforehand. Can sleep in your armor, you just can't recover from exhaustion while sleeping in heavy armor. However,
Yes!
you
I might
also...
finally allowed to use the actual rules!
Yes, but you also only recover from half of the hit die you would usually get. Not from the hit points, hit die. So you know how you get half your maximum level?
One moment, I need to check how many of those I've used. Because I'm just saying, if
Yeah.
I can just sleep in my armor and not have to worry about...
Because you'll get 3. You can sleep in your armor and you'll be fine, but you'll get 3 hit die from this rather than 6.
Yes! I have only used 1. Wait, no. Have I only used 1? Apparently I've only used 1. So yeah, I'm
yeah,
cool
you
with
used
that.
heal on yourself when you took a lot of damage because the party was like, oh, I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. Guess I use it on myself. And you just healed yourself.
Right? Full sleepy go bye-bye time. In clanky armor.
Oh, yes. So you proceed to head to sleep as next watch is taken by...
Yeah, I guess we can. I
Yeah.
guess I can take it.
It's all good.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
You hear Sasha mumble in her sleep. Oh, you rough.
Oh no, so she's even gone to sleep in her armor. Idiots.
Alright, I need a roll.
No, yeah, that's a thing that's got to be done, isn't it?
Yep, that's true. Oh yes,
What
actually,
is
you
it?
rolled a 4 plus whatever it is, but nothing happens
Oh.
during your time.
A 5 plus. Is it perception? Isn't it 6?
5 plus perception, yeah.
I got 6. I got the best roll.
Okay, that is a... I guess that's a 15 total.
Okay.
Nice.
As the two of you proceed to keep watch, sat on the rocks as you're kind of looking out, you can see not a lot really. There's layers of dust, and at one point with Felipe's perception, you do catch small amounts of dust falling from the ceiling. Get the general sense that suggests there might be something moving above, or it might just be natural to happen every now and then. You're not sure. As you both sit there watching, you look around. Seem to be anything.
Okay. Yeah, just keep an eye open. There could be something moving about up above.
Okay, I will keep an eye out for surprises. I mean, we've already been surprised more than enough times in this place. I'm surprised we didn't get surprised again. So, Queglod, I've been meaning to talk to you. Why is it? What brings you to this party? Like, Malcom, you know, his long goal, dragon. Sasha's long goal is kill a dragon. Mine is to dispel this axe or bring an end to the thing. What is your journey, Queglod?
Well, I don't believe I have told you. You met, you recall the Wingless we met in Blackhold?
Yes.
They're part of an organization that works for the Raven Queen.
Okay, yes.
Well, I'm a member of that organization.
Right.
Or at least... Well, it used to be that I managed a chapter in the Highlands, where I'm from. But, well, we came under attack from a large horde of necromancers.
Okay.
That chapter, and all of the ones I was familiar with in the Highlands, were wiped out, disappeared. And now, our base of operations, my ancestral home, is under control by the people who overran us.
Oh, okay, right. Crikey. Okay. There you go. So what's this about your parents then? Are they the ones that...
My parents are necromancers, yes.
Oh.
They were...
No. Assholes.
They were defeated once when I was younger, but somehow they've been able to return far more powerful than I remembered them being. The last time we fought one of those creatures, or at least a creature like it, in one of those crests, it was them that appeared to be pulling the strings.
Oh. Do you think that they're pulling the strings on this one as well?
It's hard to say. It seems like the kind of place that they'd be in.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it would be easy for them to get out here.
No, but would they have other means of getting here? Via plane or travel or something like that? I don't know. I don't understand magic too well, but...
A lot of teleportation and that kind of magic doesn't seem to work very well in Oromance Ravine. Although I can't claim to have tested it particularly thoroughly.
Well, if you ever need any help with anything in the future in regards to your journey, then I'm more than happy to help out. Just ask.
Yeah, thank you. I need to... Once we get out of here, I plan to send some... get some scouting done on the location. I don't know if we have the strength to challenge them directly yet.
Fair
We need to
dues.
know more about what they're up to.
Okay. Well, as I said, if you ever need any help, then by all means, I'm more than happy to lend my axe and help.
Thank you. It is good to have loyal allies that one can rely on.
We've been through, I could literally say, hella back. I mean, down here is as close as I actually want to get, but yeah, I'm good. So, by all means, if you ever need a hand, I'm willing to give it.
All right. I think I will probably take you up on that.
Good. Well, I'm going to go to bed. Who's up next, do you know?
Chris.
Next is Bern and what?
God.
What?
Oh, just the thing is this sword.
God's sake.
Hey, you want to see the one that I sent to Sam?
Oh god, yes.
Oh, no.
I sent this person to Sam because I didn't want to disrupt the conversation, but here it is.
Oh, shit. Why did I only just start updating my...
Wait, what's MRW?
My reaction when.
Oh.
Look. I as a sleep talker, have very often react to things around me, despite not being actually aware of them. So the mention of Queglod's parents is entirely possible
Yeah, that's fair.
for me to react to, or Sasha could just be having a very fun dream.
Who knows? Anyway, so as the two of you settle down, and Bern and Malcom, you get up for the morning, as it is, given that you no longer need the rest. Go ahead and roll your perception checks. Malcom again with disadvantage because you're focusing on cooking. Make breakfast. Pretty good. What's your perception?
9.
23.
9? That's the 14.
Yeah. It's plus 9.
Oh, plus 9. 23. What was yours, Ben?
Nice.
23 as well.
Okay. As the two of you are keeping watch, Malcom focusing also on cooking, you proceed to keep an eye out. There doesn't seem to be anything that disturbs you. Down here seems pretty peaceful. You don't hear anything other than the loud gushing of wind from the hole to the tower, to the collapsed tower that's over to the right of where you're currently sleeping. But otherwise, there's not really much else currently disturbing your sleep. Welcome back, Sam.
Malcolm,
Beep boop.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, what happened down there before we got there? How'd you get captured?
Well, I was going to try and get Elsyan in the spider orb to take a look at the area over there, pointing to this. And next thing I knew, the orb basically stopped working, so I guess he stopped concentrating on it, and so I went to go see and make sure there wasn't anything hidden in there that could have messed us up while trying to fight that thing. And
Oh, so the thing was there before then?
yeah.
Ah.
And Arachne wasn't really used to being small again. And we got discovered.
I see. That thing really did not seem to like you, that fight. Seemed like you were... Oh, he didn't want you doing anything.
I don't know why.
Did he say anything? What happened? Because we found you with a mask.
The only thing it really said was that I believe it said it was going to show me who I truly am.
You truly are. Well, it seems to have failed.
Yeah.
Since it basically stopped you from doing anything. Yeah, I was going to say... if something like that happens again, maybe retreat first before trying to do anything. Because we didn't, we might not be as close next time.
Well, honestly, I wasn't really expecting it to do anything since when we first got in here, it looked at us and then went back in.
Weird. But yeah. It's fine. What are you making there? It smells really...
I am making bacon, egg, and cheese wraps.
We still have bacon? When did that happen?
Sasha
Oh
wakes
wait,
up
no.
It looks like Sasha's
at the
woken
smell
up.
of bacon.
Bacon?
But
Bacon?
what about pocket bacon?
Oh, I forgot about the pocket bacon.
Holy
in there
crap,
all
that's
week.
nice.
The only person that should get that is Crisp.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I was the one who mentioned it. So, but yeah.
Did you
I'd
mention
like to know
bacon?
that we have literal pocket bacon at our disposal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was the session that when I mentioned it, where you were there, Sam, was a reference to my sessions where I've been giving you guys pocket bacon for rations.
I am a very confused person, Chris.
Apparently.
Yeah, we have. With this pocket bacon, it exists. It's great.
I'm easily confused. I'll throw some ball bangs down some stairs and get Bern stabbed again. It seems to be all I'm good for.
I'm fairly certain there's a cloak of infinite bacon. That's all I've got for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
there
got
is
some
enough.
more than there.
Goal in life.
Who's wearing that?
I am.
Lord,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yep, we gave it to Queglod.
Elsyan now has plans.
I forgot about that.
Queglod might not survive.
Alright. I would like all of you to roll me either a Constitution or a Charisma saving throw.
Good
Oh.
Which one, Chris? Choose.
You choose.
Oh, that's such a hard choice here. It's either a +9 or a +10.
Do you want it to be mental or physical? Each one has a different DC. Each one will be mental. One will be mental. One will be physical.
I
I'm
think
going to have a -1 to my quick saving throw, so that's what I'm going for.
60.
Okay. I would like to know, Elsyan, what did you get? And what
19
kind?
Constitution.
Constitution. All right, you pass. Queglod, what did you get?
17 charisma.
Pass. Sasha, you got a 18 plus. I'm going to assume your con, which is 4. 22. You pass.
It
Malcolm.
was 5, but yes.
5 for charisma.
My con is
For
very
charisma?
sexy.
Okay.
Shut up.
Bern, you got
I got 16 charisma.
16 charisma. You fail.
Yay.
Rook,
21 on con.
do fine. And Fang, I don't need to roll for because it wouldn't affect him. So, Bern and Malcolm, as the two of you go through your long rest, during this time, you two are wrought with nightmares. Malcolm, more particularly. As Malcolm, the nightmares from the prior fight and the previous effects begin to fill your mind. You find yourself in that empty space, seeing that creature once again. As you awake, but not in a start, you open your eyes and you get a look around. You can see Elsyan sat there on his watch, just looking out, doing much. As you look at him, you slowly attempt to get back to sleep as you watch as his face turns to you, adorned with a mask. As your eyes shoot open, you see Elsyan there as one of the marionettes. As you watch as his arms lift up above his shoulders to his right and left as he's lifted off the ground, along with the rest of your companions. You reach up for them, and you wake up in a cold sweat, just as your watch is about to begin. You panic for a moment, then you look down. Bern, you too, as you both wake up for your watch. Both of you, you can make a choice. You can suffer 1 point of exhaustion, or recover your level's worth of spell slots, or spell slot levels, but you won't be able to heal all of them. So,
Wait, what's this?
you can restore. You can take 1 point of exhaustion, and then you get all your spell slots back, or you don't take the point of exhaustion, but you gain 12 levels worth of spell slots back.
12 levels is enough to get all of mine back. So.
You'll be able, with that, you'd be able to restore, say, 1/6 and 2/3. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yep.
Okay. Malcolm?
I'll take the
You
exhaustion.
mean to tell me he hasn't been using fucking spell slots?
I have. I've used all my 2nd and 3rd and 6th.
What are spell slots?
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, Elsyan, I had to come up with something weird for you if you failed.
Also, I've been saving this one for a bit,
doesn't
so this is
surprise
just
me.
Sasha and Elsyan in general.
So how does that work for Rook then? He has no spell slots.
You would have made the charisma saving throw, or if you made the charisma saving throw and you failed, you would just taken a point of exhaustion stat.
Oh,
Yeah.
no fun.
I'm sorry, Rook, but you don't have spell slots yet.
No, my charisma is
What was the DC on the
0,
con?
so...
On what?
On the con.
Oh, lower. The con was for sleeping on rocks, and it was physical, but the effect was worse. Anyway, as you proceed to wake up, each of you having breakfast and preparing for the day, Malcom looking particularly more exhausted than the rest of you, the night not being so caring for him. You gather yourselves up. What is your next motivation?
I guess finish exploring this building, trying to work out where to go.
We've still got the room full of undead and the dwarf and sarcophagi to deal with.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
clear
don't
out
know
this
what-
level?
At least investigate, make sure nothing's going to...
Yeah, make sure they're neutralized.
Mm.
Or burn, we could set fire to them. Maybe rub Sasha's beard on them.
I refer you to my previous statement in the chat.
Okay.
It will happen one day, we both know it.
One or the other. One or the other.
Why not both?
Oh. I need this up here.
Elsyan plans to kill you in order to gain your... he plans to marry you, then kill you to gain your lands.
I have like a small. Well, I mean, not a smaller, but it's like, I've got like at best a small estate.
Something is better than nothing. Don't worry, I
All
will
right, you're
work my way to
full.
Hurricane and then Aleuir. Don't worry, you are just a stepping stone. Elsyan said, fuck this psychic power to gain, world domination. I'll fuck my way to the top. It's gonna be a problem because he's got -1
That's
in
the
charisma.
bard way.
But he'll try. I feel like something's going in the quotes chat. I have a nasty feeling. No, interestingly enough, not.
That last one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Alright, so what's your plan for today?
Make more memes about Elsyan being shit.
You know what?
Didn't we
Finally,
for
my
a
dream for
reason?
Elsyan has realised everyone truly hates him,
Well, I guess
Oh,
we're
only a
emerging.
little
including
bit.
himself.
That's how you designed him, though.
Oh, I know. Bear in
So-
mind, first session, smacked a child.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
well done, I guess.
Yeah, I saw evil on my character sheet. Thought child beating was fairly evil.
Hell. Jesus Christ. Christ.
deigned to talk to me without permission. What was I supposed to do? Let that slide?
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
I'm not the bad guy. You guys are bad guys. You're letting children get away with all sorts, causing problems with our society.
Oh,
Alright, so I
no.
guess we're emerging here.
It's up to you. If you want to go out of
I
that,
thought we were going to clear the floor first.
Yeah, I thought we are going to clear this floor.
Yeah,
Your rooms.
Oh, what was in this one?
Yeah, so
Massive amounts of corpses, dwarven sarcophagi.
yeah, Dwarven sarcophagi in the lower one and a massive amount of corpses at the top one.
We're in sarcophagus.
Last one, I promise.
Keep them coming. I'm loving this. I'm feeding on the hatred.
Let me fix it for you. Hold on.
Oh, I'm excited about this.
Alright.
God.
Alright, so
You know, this is what we've been missing from D&D. In unconscionable amounts of games.
yeah, I know. We need to. This is what planning's for. All right, back on track. Back on track. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What track this? What track?
Look, I've got to try and
Right.
get you on sometime.
Okay, Elsyan is going to take his bull bearings and throw them
Right.
at his door.
Uh,
No, he's not.
Infernal, not Infernal. Who are you? Bern.
Yes.
What's that spell you like using that is very deadly and you tried to kill me that one time with it?
Getting stabbed.
No,
Oh,
that's
you-
your go-to.
You mean Major Rupture?
Major Rupture. I can learn that, can't I?
You
Yeah.
can?
I think so.
I believe so.
Are we all
Yeah.
trying to get
Good.
Bern killed?
What level is that, by the way?
Yet again,
It's fifth
Ryan,
level.
we're succeeding.
Fifth.
Major Rupture. Excellent.
Why do you want to learn?
I just did.
He added it to a spell list.
Ah, I see.
Major Rupture can be learned by clerics, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards, and paladins.
Paladins? Jeez.
Yeah.
That's one metal paladin.
Well, it's 5th level. At that point, they're the late stages of the game, so pretty nice to do that.
Oh shit, I'm a dumbass.
What's no?
We knew that, yeah, but why?
That entire fight, you know what I could have done? I could have just used meld into stone and just completely gotten out of there.
The floors were made of wood, and the walls were made of cardboard.
Oh, were they now?
But yeah.
Yeah, they were cardboard cutouts and a slatted wood floor.
All you'd have done is just annoyed me and I might have hit you.
Could use create or destroy water and destroy the walls.
Or the masks.
No, the masks were made of porcelain. Anyway.
Aha! Porcelain's a type of stone!
Now, Harlan, stop nitpicking everything.
Fuck's sake.
You unemployed alcoholic that your parents.
That's how Sasha creates a black hole. Meld into stone, but it has to be attached to her. So it attaches to her as she melds into it and just turns into a black hole.
I mean, at least we kill the things in here, right?
And yourselves, yeah.
And yourselves, yeah.
You know what? We've been waiting for campaign 2 anyway.
No, I would have just gone like, all right, derail the campaign entirely, throw you into the astral sea from the black hole.
Guys, remember when we, used to have purpose in life? Where, like, the Elven Kingdoms were far away one.
Speak
What's
for
your point?
yourself. I've
Really?
still
Nice.
got purpose in life. It's to insult you via memes.
Sasha, what are these memes you keep talking about?
Oh, it's these things bards have invented. Basically, you take 5 hours to draw a painting, and then you slap some words on it.
Is this... Are these, common people jokes that I'm, too upper class to understand?
I get that meme.
No, it's normal people jokes that you're too full of yourself to understand.
Didn't I just say that?
Oh,
Yes,
the
actually.
insults are real. Oh my god.
Oh, can I just say, my favorite thing about the Astral Sea, I've just learned using the power of brain, you can you can just
That's
move
how
yourself through.
That's how you get places. Yeah.
It's madness. I
The
love it.
power of brain.
Yep.
Oh, I have lots of brain power.
I designed a mystic just so that I can have someone yeet around.
Isn't it the
Astral
higher
Sea.
the intelligence, the faster you move as well?
Yes,
Oh
it
my
is.
God.
Your
Oh,
intelligence,
The speedy boy.
your intelligence directly converts to your movement speed, or something like that.
Excuse me?
I'll find that.
And also you can convert spell slots into speed if you've got a ship that does that.
I can imagine Abbott going zoom.
Abod goes zoom and beholds just a super tanker behind the rest of the party.
So Abbott goes into the Astral Sea. You just hear.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
what were
Let's
you
go
doing
check that
again?
deserve second
We're
for
gonna
that.
go and check these two rooms.
We're going to find.
Let's go check the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Oh
check-
right,
check
yes,
the
we have
bottom.
things to do.
So are we sticking with the same marching order as before? Front to back?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck
Sure,
it.
whatever. Look,
Sure.
whatever means that I'm in front, so the rest of them don't die.
Alright, I'll swap
Oh,
you around.
Well, I mean, Sasha's in front, so when I throw ball bearings, he gets stabbed first. Or she
Oh,
gets
for
stabbed.
God's sake, don't get me killed.
Alright, so Rook,
No, not you.
as you
I'm in
approach
front.
the door, you go up to the door, you place your hand on the handle, you turn it, the door opens up. Look on the inside. See about 5 or 6 sarcophagi, cut stone, dwarven design, murals of what look to be dwarven individuals wearing regal armor, crowns with a sword or hammer on their front, with their hands placed over the top, carved onto the top sarcophagi. The others look like they have a similar design, each of them having their own regality and style, and some of them having a few gems that seem to, or gem slots where they seem to have been plucked out.
Okay.
There are about 5 or 6 in this room. Well,
Right.
6 to be exact.
Sasha, do you want to look these over? Are these any relevant to anything? Because they're dwarves and you might have an understanding of the architecture.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember that line from Lord of the Rings. Dwarmir? I don't know. Fuck it, yes, sure.
Dwaromir? He's not a character.
Are you
Look,
just making...
What scene?
You know the one where Gimli's in the mines of Moria and then he's like, oh no, he's dead and I've stolen his axe. You know, where they find the guy in the coffin and then they're
Yeah.
attacked by the... Yeah,
I
you know
that,
what
I know the scene, yeah. Okay. Anyway.
That guy, that's the reference I make.
Yep.
Yes, I'll give it a look over.
Okay. Would you like to... What would you like to investigate over it for? Or looking for in particular?
Any historical significance I'm aware of, and anything of particular note.
Okay.
Just on the off chance that there's something on, like, knowing dwarven architecture as I do, there might be a hidden passage somewhere, or there might be a maker's mark somewhere.
Okay.
Anything of that sort.
So, we'll say I'll roll 2 checks. One history, and just to see if you can understand whose grave this is, and then one using stone cunning, which is investigation, looking for more dwarven architectural secrets.
Alright, I'm gonna tell you right now, the history one will not succeed.
Well, the history one is a unmodified 13, and the investigation one is an unmodified 8. Remember, which has stone cunning, so it has expertise in investigation.
Right. Expertise.
Yeah, so that would mean that your investigation would go up to a 7, I believe. So
I guess?
Are you proficient in
Yes.
history?
I am not proficient in history.
So that's a 12 on your history and a 15 on your investigation.
Yes, let's go with that.
As you look over the tomb, you don't entirely recognize who these individuals are. They're long before your time. History has probably faded away, seeing as they fell during the atrocities. which was about 500 or so years ago. Given that, you're not entirely sure. You do pick up that these individuals are Duergar. Or these individuals would have been Duergar by their nature. Looking them over, you can see that there is four male individuals and 2 female individuals, all of them wearing roughly the same kind of armor set and crown. Each of them were either monarchs, royal family, or some kind of forge master within this community that probably existed before all of this. Looking over the stone and each of them, are you opening any of the lids?
One at a time, I'll open the lids. I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, pushing off some of the lids with Rook's help, you slide the lids open. The corpses have been removed. The burial wrappings have been left untouched. If there are any items in here prior to this, they have been removed and taken away. That is the same for all of them.
As I suspected.
Investigating each of the sarcophagi, there is no secret entrance, no secret passage, no nothing. Looking over them, there doesn't seem to be any secrecy to this room. It seems to just be a bit of old fortress that has been left untouched.
It's sad that they were scavenged, but well, they've no longer got a weird hell demon being like all creepy around them, so that's something.
Yes. And that's quite sad.
Right. What else is here other than sarcophagi?
In this room, there is nothing else.
Okay.
There are no plaques, no murals. It's a plain room. It's been kept well intact. The walls are reinforced enough that they aren't going to collapse anytime soon, even with the things that have happened here. And the sarcophagi are otherwise, looking them over, there's nothing suspicious or anything about them.
I'm gonna seal up all the lids and say a dwarven a dwarven funeral, right? Just like a preserving the spirit of the dead type deal.
Go down onto one knee, place your hand forward, and you begin as you place your other hand over your holy symbol on your embedded into your armor. You begin to say the short prayer. What did you say, Bern?
Should we go ask Fang to take a look over?
I mean, if you want to find out who these people were, yeah, sure, why not? I doubt he'd know dwarven engineering better than I do. It's the time when you bring him in and he schools me.
I'll go up and get Fang.
Mystically find something in the book.
Fang being at the back of the line, you go and get him. He walks in and has a look. I don't know. This is before my time, and it's interesting history, but no names, no nothing. And I'm not one for the people of, well, the dwarves of old. I don't know too much about them. I don't know anything about these individuals.
Yeah, well, not many do. Come on, let's go find somewhere else to have a look around.
Okay, so go out this way? Because, I mean, I don't know what's that way.
I can't see these places, so literally you're going to have to tell me.
We need to check the other room down here as well, right?
Yeah, but as
That's
far
where the
as
corpses were. Yeah.
we're concerned, apart from Elsyan and Malcom, we don't know that leads to just a hallway in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
That could be another room as far as I know.
What way? Huh?
Oh, I thought they mentioned
Yeah,
it was another room.
Yeah, that's just a hallway.
Oh, okay. Does it lead to the other room?
We can do.
Or we can just go to this door.
I don't really think it matters all that much.
Okay.
No, I can't imagine so.
There's a lot of corpses in that
This
room either
room-
way.
Oh. To this room and the bodies? Who wants to deal
Yes.
with bodies?
A lot. They seem to be in some sort of storage. They have gemstones in their heads, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
Sasha, these might be the bodies that are missing from the sarcophagi.
It's possible.
I'm gonna look them over and see if I recognize anything particularly dwarvish that might align to what was on those sarcophagi.
So you're going into the
We're going into
the room.
this room up here. Yep.
Going into the room. Rook and Sasha leading the charge. You open the door once again. It creaks open. You take a look around. The smell of death, kind of dust hits you just immediately, more prominently than the other rooms. As you take a look around, you can see on almost like armor stands stacked on top of one another, you can see skeletons just hanging up on racks. Each of them with various bones on their body, not just the skulls, but that are embedded with huge gemstones here and there. As you wander in, you get a look around. Queglod, with your detect magic, which I assume you're keeping up at this point,
always.
as you mentioned last time. You get a sense that all of the gemstones in these are magical, but the gemstone magic is unknown to you.
That's strange. Either it means something really weird is going on, or it's not the kind of magic that has one particular effect.
I'm just gonna
I think we
identify it,
must.
Queglod. Is that cool?
Go right ahead. Yes, I'd like to know what's going on here, so I can afford to
Do you want me to do it quick, or do you want me to do it slow? I'm doing it slow. Have 10 minutes to look around the room whilst I do this.
Okay.
Look at Sasha being gentle.
Do you want a gentle or rough?
Yes.
Giving a gentle identify, what would the rest of the party like to do during
For the next 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
I'd like to try and look through the bodies, try and see if I can get a count of them, and see if there's anything hidden around the room.
For the square footage of this, and going into how many is, they are stacked 3 high and 4 per square. It is a 7x5, so 35. So you're currently looking at 140 corpses. Prior to this, because in your previous state, when you were in the spider orb and the miniature spider, when the spiderling, when you were running around, you could only see the first 2 layers of them, but there are 2 more layers above that.
That's a lot of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of skulls.
Can't collect all their skulls, surely.
No, but we do need to collect bones.
Oh, that's a very good point. We wouldn't want to piss off the hag, would we?
No.
Did
Probably
she want
should call
bones or
her.
did she want bone dust?
She wanted bones.
I mean,
Equivalent to me.
to be quite fair, if we don't know which one specifically, I think, bones would be
Start with
preferred.
bones, you can always dust them yourself, yeah.
Exactly, yes.
Don't mind me, still over here, just doing magic voodoo over this gem.
Say mathematic voodoo.
Dwarven magic is so crude.
They use
I
math.
like to move it. I like to move it.
Shall we collect some
Why
bones?
is her butt moving like that?
I don't know. I just put it down so she's having fun. with
Queglod,
it.
do you know what sort of magic this is?
Alright.
Dwarven
What
ass
was that?
magic.
Oh,
It's magic only women can learn.
We just see you just grinding on one of the corpses.
oh no!
Jesus.
Oh.
I'm gonna go and collect bones the other side of the room.
Are these all human
Also, Bern,
skeletons?
not a woman, dwarf.
No, they are
Oh,
very
there.
varied.
Okay.
Only dwarfs can learn to twerk.
I mean, I'm assuming they're all humanoid, but
Only elven ass would try.
Oh god, what is this one?
yeah.
I get the notification.
Oh, no.
Moment of fear.
And they all die.
Oh,
Um,
if only Sovek was alive to see this now.
I
Okay,
am,
alive.
he is.
but I'm not.
He's playing his music. Anyway, so yes, you were investigating the room, looking over the corpses. They vary quite a bit. There are quite a few. The majority of it seems to be human. But as you begin to look through, you begin to realize that quite a lot of the ones which you assume to be human aren't. As you begin to look over them, you notice that there are quite a few differences in each individual. You'd expect a difference between corpse to corpse, until you start realizing that quite a lot of them have stumped tails. As you begin to put two and two together, go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Fairies.
Wait, am I doing them? Who's doing the medicine check?
This is Queglod.
Okay. Sorry, I
That's
hear
not gonna be
medicine
very
check and I'm
high.
like, is that me?
Yeah.
What's
Grind
total?
too hard on the carcass.
That's a 9 total for medicine.
Okay. Easy enough DC, as you have a tiefling in your party, as you realize a lot of these are tieflings.
Malcolm's people?
Strange.
And you said you're also looking for anything hidden, so go ahead and roll me an investigation for that.
Yes. That
Just
rolled weird.
weird dice roll, but it rolled, so.
Yeah. An investigation that's 16 total.
Looking over this room, as you're kind of going over them, you can see the various corpses. Nothing seems to be out of place. There are a few missing from a few of the stands, probably been taken down or used in various ways. But as you're looking around, you do find that on some of them they have tags, and they have simple things being put in place, such as biology class C. They seem to be using some of these for classes in some way or another, probably just to learn anatomy and bone structure of individuals. But quite a lot of the ones which have gemstones in them, as you look over them, the magic is wavering between strong and weak in a numerical order. You realise, just as Sasha, as you finish your identify spell, this is the gems are a categorizing system from 1 through however many on a magical level.
Oh.
As Sasha, you learn that these gemstones are gemstones of numbering. When you place your finger on the gemstone itself, it will tell you what number it is.
They're fucking numbers!
Okay.
Queglod, I'm taking these. Alright?
Yeah, go ahead. They could be helpful, actually.
Taking the number gems.
Okay, so you're going to pry each one out of the skull?
Yep.
Are you keeping the skulls intact?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to roll a sleight of hand check for this, and depending on how high this is, this could take days. Because these gems are wedged into the skull.
Everyone else get in here and help me out.
Surely we're not
No.
actually taking all of them.
No,
Like, we
we're
just need
taking
a
all
few.
of them. That hag needs bones and I need gems.
Okay, so this is a 14 minus 1?
-1, yes.
Okay.
I
at the
would
process
like
and the
to- I would-
speed Sasha is
I
going
would like
at...
to put forward, Chris, I do have jeweler's tools and prospecting gear.
Okay.
Prospecting.
Are you intending to damage the skulls at all?
Sod the skulls, break
I
them.
don't care about the skulls, I care about gems.
Okay, in which case, going through each of the skulls, grabbing the skull, and just doing the Thor thing of throwing it on the ground and smashing it, you pick up the gems, put it in your pocket. Going through each one. You're gonna hate me later.
Yay! How many are there?
There are, in this room, 136 out of 100,
Holy shit!
out of 140. You are missing 4 numbers.
Oh, can anyone see 4 skeletons with gems in their heads? I'm missing 4, and I'll be honest, it's really bothering me.
They're probably in a classroom somewhere.
Okay, we're going to search all the classrooms because I can't leave here with 136 out of 140.
I feel like this can't really be a priority.
Oh,
It's
Queglod.
not.
Queglod,
Yeah.
how fucking dare you? Of course it's a priority.
Sasha, as much as we like to entertain your childish notions, we've got bigger issues.
Wow,
Like
it's using
what?
big words. I don't know. The fact that we're in the ravine, lots of
I
bad
want to
things.
go home. I want to
No,
leave.
you don't need to go home. You don't
I
even
can't
have
go
a
home.
home. Your mother banished you or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. I get that I'm not the nicest person, but don't be a dick about it, Sasha.
You're right. That was mean. Come here.
No.
No. Elsyan, come here. I want to apologize and I want to do it properly.
After doing what he's been doing to them bodies, I'm not too sure.
Don't
if
make
I
me
wanna
use my
live
bearings. People seem to get stabbed when I use my bearings.
Won't? It's fine. But I'll come to you. And Sasha goes up to you. I'm sorry. And gives a very tentative and awkward hug.
Clank.
Clank.
Elsyan very awkwardly, just loosely hugs back.
The group
Confused the whole situation.
Aww,
There we go.
cute.
We're friends again.
And this is how the sexual tension starts. For
Yep.
proper.
Alright.
Chris,
Yep.
can I try to take
Yeah,
out gems from 4 of the skulls without breaking them, please? I want to try and not damage them.
Well, Sasha's not damaging them when she's doing it. She's just damaging the skulls.
Yeah, the skulls. I don't want to damage the skulls.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You're welcome
make
to
me
like
a
have as
sleight of
many
hand
of them
check
as you
then.
like if you're going to deal
You
with
have a
them.
point of exhaustion, so with disadvantage. Okay,
That's
19.
an 18.
18. Going through, while Sasha's busy picking one up, smashing it on the ground, picking one up, smashing it on the ground. Sasha, you now have 132 gems, as Malcolm has 4.
I give the gems to Sasha, but I start taking the 4 corpses and putting them into the bag of holding because we need these.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Take
I was assuming we were taking as many of these skeletons as we wanted.
Oh, I had
Yeah,
a boat
what-
pile I was going to ask to put in the bag of holding.
What precisely did the hag ask for? Because I wasn't.
She
there for that
asked
session.
for She asked for
My note says that I've got bones the
bones
equivalent
as big
of
as
me.
10. And I feel like 4 tiefling or humans would roughly.
And the
be
skulls
about
that
the
I've
same.
shattered, I'm just going to be like gathering up like a kilo, a couple kilos bag of the bone shards.
I would like to make a note that there's like an entire platoon of dead skeletons up top.
They're covered in mud and blown up with psionics, Sam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And one of them beat
Points
its
in the
friends to
sky.
death, Sam.
Fight.
Oh, good.
I may have-
Maybe they'll have my 4 missing gems.
Mm.
Maybe they got a little bit nuked by my brain, but
Maybe we should look to
So,
forward.
does anyone have any idea of where we have to go to find the things that we actually came here for?
No, I have learned that the headmaster's name is Dorian, and I was hoping to try and find him or where his room would be.
The
but
headmaster's
One moment,
office is in a part of the fortress we haven't explored yet, so we should definitely make heading over there a priority.
yeah, maybe we'll find some
Well-
more information. Plus, I've also got my box. I don't know if that has any significance to anything, but it's my box, and I have named him Boxy.
A box?
Yeah, a box
Why-
from a sofa that tried eating me. It's
why
a
would
long
you name
story.
what? Okay, fine.
Honestly, I have pet skulls. Why are you questioning why would I name a box?
Why not just get a pet?
I'm planning to.
He's working on it.
It's a work in progress.
But
That's
we're
why I'm learning
here.
magic.
I wonder if
We're
that chess
here,
playing
not
game
getting his pet.
me.
Companion.
What
Not
about
pet.
What about
Oh, yes.
Chonk? He's a pet.
No.
No, Chunk is
Oh,
Chunk is
okay.
Chunk. Okay.
I mean, Bern got a pet before me. Right? Using my trap. How crazy is that?
As you mentioned
Anyway.
Chonk, somewhere in the world, back in the tavern. The Chonk vomits on the floor.
See,
Glory.
Quite
chunk, chunk.
Said it's another part. Do you know which one?
Well, I mean, there's only one floor we haven't actually explored completely.
Completely.
Well, there's two other like side areas.
Are there?
We entered the center, didn't we? There's like fucking road this way and a road this
Oh,
way.
yeah, right. Sorry, I thought you meant other fortress, and I was like, is there? Have I added something I don't know about?
Okay.
Well, I think we should finish searching here. If it's not here, then we move on somewhere else.
Yeah, I think we should sweep this building. Finish sweeping it out. Out. How are we going back up?
We should hurry up though. We've already stayed here way too long.
Agreed.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. I'm gonna head up to the second or the first floor, the ground floor. Are we underground on this floor? Oh, I'm coming here.
You're underground.
I'm
okay.
here. Yeah, there, going there.
All right. So the
Soft
rest of the
floor.
party
Going
following.
Yep.
Yep.
After sweeping up a number of bones, add 300 pounds of bones to your bag of holding, or however much you want to add.
5,000.
A rook arm.
Your bag of
full,
holding
you've
has
got
a limit,
session
you
up.
know.
Aww.
I wouldn't
They do.
recommend going over its limit. And tell me when it does, because that's when it rips and everything comes out.
Yeah.
Uh,
If everything comes out, I mean,
how much was I supposed to add?
I figured out the best way to kill a lot.
How many pounds of bones was I supposed to add?
300 or more.
Somebody gonna need to carry some.
I can carry. As I said, I'm
can
gathering
carry
up
some.
bones into a pouch and just like. I say a pouch, like a sack.
It will be into your backpack. Do you have anything in your
That is
backpack that
fine.
you'll need to move into the bag of holding in order to carry these?
let me see.
I can carry
What's-
100 £100.
It's more about the backpack capacity, because your backpack does have a limit. Or it
Oh yeah.
does.
Of course. I don't know.
Right, I can carry
Depends
100
where.
pounds on my own. So, 100 pounds, 100 pounds, 100 pounds. How's that sound to everyone?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I can take 100.
Um,
You have 100 pounds in the bag of holding?
I have 100 pounds in a bag of holding. Yeah, I have 100 pounds free, but not 200.
Alright, 100 pounds then.
Alright, 100 pounds of bones in the bag of holding, and you two otherwise have the other lots of 100 pounds of bones.
Okay.
So, you place the bones in your bag of holding, you proceed up to the front landing area, you end up at the door once again, door which you know is locked. And you can see that there's a doorway in front of you, and there are two doorways opposite each of these doors to the left as well.
Oh. I'll go
I'm
check
gonna go
out
open
this
that one.
one. Yeah.
You're opening that one. Sasha, would you like to stick with somebody, or...?
No, you know what? I'll stick with Queglod.
Queglod, where you going?
All right. I suppose I'll join. Looking over here.
I feel like
Elsyan,
we
you get Fang.
cover each other's bases quite well.
And everyone's abandoned Elsyan.
Elsyan, you get Fang. The two smart people down there.
Great. I'm stuck with the hired.
The two useless people.
What
Hey,
was that,
he's a
Bern?
good friend.
Alright,
Stop it,
so,
Elvis.
starting with
Oh
each
yeah,
room.
sorry. That's an insult to Fangs.
Alright, Elsyan, as you enter into the room, opening the door and you head inside, you can see that there are 4 sets of work desks and a corner of rubble in the side, leading all the way up the wall and completely covering the side wall. You can see that each of the work desks is adorned with drawers and places where you would see ink pots in place where they're kind of embedded into the table, but are currently empty. There are no quills, there are no books, there are several stains as well as general carvings on them as well. And you see a door to the far end of the corridor on the right hand side.
Okay then.
So nothing really that valuable, it seems.
This place seems to be as useful as insights from Sasha.
Remind me, who healed you?
You're
My
elsewhere,
own
Sasha. You're
bionic.
with Queglod and Malcom.
I don't have telepathy up either, so you can't claim it's that.
All right.
You also need line of sight for that as well, so.
Assume I was shouting.
I always...
Dwarves have excellent hearing, I said lyingly.
Fucking
Fang just turns
dwarves.
around. Just an educated guess. Doesn't look like there's much in this room. I will say, with your passive investigation and perception, you can see several dicks carved onto the tables, as well as names and all manner of things, just saying things like Bobby was here.
Well,
Spelled E-R-E.
you
at
can
least-
Good.
At least, desks and magic schools don't change from, being legitimate to being full of evil necromancers, but... What anatomically correct penises, though? Interesting.
go ahead and make a medicine check.
And what an anatomically correct penis.
Oh my! Oh my!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wait. Let me see what my medicine is. I don't actually know what it is. Oh, that's a +3, so that's an unnatural 20.
Okay. As you're looking over the desk, and you can see that there has been a dick carved onto the underside of the table. You look at it and you just admire it because there's a lot of work gone into this. You kind of just look at it for a moment, and then you notice something. On the left testicle of this dick, you can see that it has a small
What? I am, of course, going to look closer at this indent. I presume there's a button in it.
As you look close at the indent, it is in fact a slightly recessed button, which has jammed, but can potentially be pressed in.
I am going to press the testicle.
Okay.
The
As you-
testicle.
As you press it, you hear a click, and you see part of the penis slides, and a set of handcuffs fall out.
Oh, this is that kind of classroom.
Standard handcuffs, pink and fluffy handcuffs.
Magical
What are we
handcuffs.
talking here, Chris? I need to know.
Magical
level?
handcuffs.
I don't think Elsyan should have handcuffs.
I have a feeling the student here.
Elsyan is going to
Just
use
adding something else.
telekinesis to pick up these handcuffs and, wrap them in some sort of cloth or handkerchief or something and put them into his bag.
They're going on Sasha.
Fang looks at you and goes, I assume you don't want me to tell the others?
Honestly, I don't really mind. I'm just curious, but I don't want to touch them.
That's
Quite
fair.
frankly, I regret touching this desk. There's substances that I don't want to know exist on Earth.
You hear in the distance, yes, Elsyan never could resist fondling some balls.
I will throw ball bearings at you.
So,
Don't test me.
so, it's another kind of ball. So, while you're investigating that and finding that, Rook and Bern, as you enter into your room, you see what looks to be a study room. The room has several desks and what looks to be one main desk. This seems to just only be something similar to a library almost, but this one is more built as a kind of a group working area. You can see that the books on either wall, quite a lot of them have been removed, and you can see that the work desks are clear, and the chairs are in kind of quite a bit of an array. Seem to have been moved about in probable evacuation of the students.
There's nothing on the desks?
Nothing on the desks, no. And the desks look
Yeah,
relatively
the-
clean.
Under the desks, anything?
No
Okay.
balls.
Looking under the desks, you notice that there are drawers. As you pull each of them out, they are each empty, and you kind of put them back in. There's nothing here. This place has been cleaned out.
What
Okay.
about the shelves?
The shelves, there are a few books left. Quite a lot of them seem to be more kind of scientific papers or notes on not necessarily magic, but more of a scientific theories. Take them if you want, but they're going to be a bore to read. You're going to have to roll Christmas saving throws to try and read them.
Scientific. I'll take them for later.
And you head over to the door on the other side. Malcom, Sasha, and Queglod, as you enter into your room, you enter into another kind of library. Here you can see, same as the one below, is an area for group project work, bookshelves lining all the other sides, except this one does not have an administration desk for references and particular papers. You can see that the bookshelves here are mostly cleared. There are a handful of books left. Quite a lot of them seem to be dictionaries and thesauruses, as well as various other bits of literature and math. Sorry. Otherwise, mostly just boring school stuff.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, Elsyan got a dick. I
I'm
didn't even
just-
get that.
I just want to.
You know what? I don't believe he does have a dick. Because clearly, we have no knowledge of what is happening over there. So, no dicks, as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he doesn't have a penis.
I think you'll find I do have a penis. I use telepathy to make it, telekinesis to make it boing up and down. A lot of fun. Chris,
One
you
hop this
okay,
time,
mate?
boing.
Did I say
Two
that at
hops this
exactly
time,
the wrong
boing,
time?
boing.
I was drinking. I went down the wrong pipe. Alright. Yes, otherwise this
Turn
room
it up.
is...
Cha-cha real smooth.
There's nothing in this
Stop
room.
it!
Slide to the right.
Twist
I
it!
just want to take a quick
Oh.
look around just to make sure we're not missing anything.
Make an investigation check.
My God.
Everybody slap your hand.
That is a...
That is a 18.
18. Looking over the room, seems to be fairly barren. There's nothing here. There are books on various things, but they are mostly just like... They're not even advanced maths, they're basic theorems and things like that. There's nothing interesting. The interesting libraries were the ones upstairs. Probably difficult to remove the papers from because they were closer to you guys.
Right. Since I've now cottoned on to the fact that this is clearly a dwarven fortress, because I'm very unobservant, I'm just going to look around at the stonework in the room.
Okay. So, stone cunning in general. Intending for history or hidden stuff?
Hidden stuff for the most part. I don't have enough knowledge for the history stuff to make sense.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Looking over the various things around the room, you explore the walls, you explore the rubble, you explore kind of the mild architecture of the stone behind. It is a solid dwarven fortress. This probably would have been one of the barracks that were previously here before it was renovated as a study. As you're kind of looking around and going through all of this, you see Malcolm's kind of looking through some of the books. He's looking a little bit tired. Queglod's kind of looking through some of the others. As you go up and you see a book on mathematics and you just like look at it. And then you look at all the others where all the others have toppled over, and this is the only one that's currently standing vertically. You kind of nudge it to get it to knock over and it doesn't move. It's solid. You grab it and you tilt it back and you hear a clicking sound. As you do,
Please tell me I didn't just set off the self-destruct button.
the other two who are in here, Queglod and Malcom, you look over as you watch as Sasha standing there and is slightly shunted as she's pulled over to one side as the bookshelf moves over, revealing a small hole on lower down in the wall.
Ha! I found a secret passageway.
I found
Finally,
secret
after-
handcuffs.
After
Fuck you.
so many sessions, Sasha finally managed to find a secret passageway.
Sorry
This
about
is what I've been waiting for my entire career. This is the culmination of all my hopes and dreams. This is the. I should probably shut up now, shouldn't I?
Are you going through?
I'm
that.
going
Sasha
through.
loves
I'm
the
absolutely
passage-wise.
Okay. You go through, and inside you see a abandoned chamber. No doors, no windows, no nothing. Probably some form of safe room. You can see there is rubble that has mostly fallen in one corner, and you can see over to the right 3 bottles of whiskey, one of which is half open,
Yes.
with what looks to be 5 shot glasses nearby. From your natural 20, you glean, haha, this was a student supply, and they couldn't get it out because they were evacuated.
God, not just school shooters.
Obviously, I'm taking the whiskey.
Okay, take the
Like-
whiskey. You have 2 bottles of aged whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you how much they're worth because you have to find that out. So
We can bribe them.
we'll give you your whiskey back if you join our party.
Oh my God.
And you said there was rubble in one corner.
Yes, it looks like just where the walls collapsed inwards. This safe room. Quite a
Can
lot
I-
of the
can-
fortress around the area has collapsed, but
Is it like it's collapsed inwards and there's air outside, or it's collapsed inwards and there's rocks?
it's collapsed inwards and there's rock. This is probably the stuff which collapsed from the wall when the fortress fell through the ground when the ravine first
Right.
opened up.
I know that this is a student store now. Can I, just from my base knowledge of dwarven shit, can I tell what this would have been originally?
It would have been a safe room. So if things went particularly wrong, this would have been the place where some of the higher generals and other individuals would have gone to make their last stand, because it would have been a hard to find area, and there probably would have been weapons and armor in here as well, which the students probably took and flogged.
God, these fucking students are savages.
The students.
Says you.
Hey, I'm not a student anymore. I'm just unemployed. No, I'm
He's just
actually
an
currently
unemployed
doing-
alcoholic.
I'm actually. Hey. They don't
Oh,
give me
self-employed
money to
alcoholic.
drink anymore.
Self-employed
Um,
alcoholic.
I'm doing a course at the moment to get a lot of qualifications and stuff,
Ah,
which is why you will never get me on weekdays anymore.
I see.
Anyway,
Good to know. Anyway, so you have found that. Rook and Elsyan, as your 2 parties open up the last door, you enter into another completely empty area. This one has rubble. As the 2 of you enter in, you can see one another. Both look over at each other. The room is otherwise empty.
hey.
Well, this isn't confusing at all.
Ah.
So there's nothing. So where would the headmaster's office be then? Because this is ridiculous.
I'm gonna try and look for something here in the rubble or in the.
Make an investigation check.
Seems weird that there's gonna be an empty room like that. Okay, that's a 6.
You look over the room. It's an empty room. You do find small holes in the ground along the edge, though.
Okay.
What look to be where poles would have stood. You don't entirely understand their purpose.
Can I have a look at where the holes are? See if I can figure it out.
Look at the hole.
Fang and Rook, did you take a look at it?
Go ahead and make me a history check, Rook.
Oh, fucking hell. 'Cause
DC's
this is
going to be very high. Because this is
Well, I should even bother. What is my his? It's 1. Okay.
natural 20 could get it. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say you have a higher history than me.
Okay. No. Yeah, but the Sasha would have been lower. The Sasha, the DC would have been lower for Sasha. She's. All right. Looking over it.
Racism?
Yeah. Because Sasha's a dwarf.
Racism.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm racist with fantasy races.
They should be saying
Dwarves-
tieflings.
dwarves
No,
Yeah. Dwarves can hate elves.
Dwarf nerd.
Everyone's been giving Malcom the weird eye because he's a tiefling when he's in Adamanthia and he's noticed it. Queglod hasn't been called short in front of her.
I'm just gonna say this. Rook could be a dwarfaboo.
A what?
Okay. Now that's crossing the line in terms of... That's a
Okay,
anyway.
hold on. We put up with a lot of cursed shit in this group. That takes the biscuit, my friend.
Yeah.
Just knock this wall down and start strangling him.
It's so bad, I unironically use the term takes the biscuit.
So, as you look over at Rook, you like, holes in the ground. No idea. As Feng walks over and he has a look, he goes, he looks at them and then he kind of goes over to the rubble a little bit and kind of moves a little bit of aside to see another hole and goes, this was probably a banner room. Where they would have kept the banners for the people who lived here.
Okay.
I see. Okay.
I am defeated by a fortress. How do we even find a way around this place? First I get eaten by a sofa, then a scary circle orb thing tries to kill us, and now a banner room has defeated me.
Mate, no, maybe we...
They didn't have anything else other than banners in here?
Maybe, but there's no traces of them.
Hmm.
As though
You're
all
trying
these
clearing
dwarf
up the rubble a
people,
little bit?
They like go around on their knees all the time. Weird.
You can investigate the rubble if you want. It will take up quite a bit of time. You've already spent about an hour in the fortress going through these extra rooms and collecting bones.
Okay,
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
I have no idea. Do you say there was passageways outside that went either direction as well?
Yes, there was a road left and right.
Check out the road, maybe?
Yeah, back in the original map, this one. You could go left or right from the main statue which you destroyed, with the fortress being straight ahead.
Okay. Right. Then, I mean, unless anyone else has any other ideas, I think this building is...
I guess we meet up with the others.
Yeah.
Meet up with the others. Gather together.
Then we investigate the beds over here.
You investigated everything.
Okay.
Even the sofa.
Yeah. The only thing you didn't necessarily investigate is that you didn't go through meticulously with the bookstore on the top floor in the second room that you were in. You didn't
We'll go
meticulously
over
go
it
through the
later.
books. But...
We'll go over them once we're done.
Okay. So, what do you do?
Alright, which way do we go?
Party.
Guys,
No.
I reckon we go out and take one of the paths.
Hmm.
Left or right.
The others went left, correct? The ones that we saw. Or the students.
Oh, the ones that Elsyan saw.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think... Oh, I think they went left. They went up, I believe. I seem to remember an up being mentioned.
Left from what perspective?
That is a very good question.
The perspective you saw was you looking out of the fortress. They headed left from there.
Okay.
Okay, so they went this way then.
Do we want to try and hunt them down like the dogs they are?
Dirty dogs.
Fucking
Why would you want to hunt
students.
down, Sasha?
They're students, Elsyan.
I mean,
I don't feel like I need to say anything more.
I've been a student. You've been a student.
Yeah, look how Sasha
Technically,
turned
no.
out.
I was in an apprenticeship, so fuck you.
Oh, that explains so much.
It does, doesn't it?
You two can
Okay,
argue some
says
other
you, bro.
time.
Better than everyone, but you really aren't. Because you couldn't actually get into any proper education.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just resurrect my family. Shall I?
You can do that.
Give me enough diamonds.
Actually, yes, I
let 'em-
can.
Oh, fuck. You
Give me a
can.
few more levels, guys.
Sorry, what are these levels you think of?
I just realized that. Chris, how did I not realize that?
What?
Because you'd need to use True Resurrection because their bodies are ash.
What? Ash is a body. No, yeah, that's fair. But still, that's ninth level. That's not impossible.
I never said it was.
I'm gonna get my
So
family
raising
back.
the money.
And it also costs about 25k diamond per, and there's only so many of
Oh,
those in the
come
world.
on. We'll just sell Elsyan's body.
What?
Nothing.
You
No,
think
no,
you'll
no,
get
no. I know
25K for
exactly
that?
what I heard. What I heard. I just want you to repeat it.
We're going to sell your body for money.
We're not going to get much for it.
Excuse me.
No.
You know what? No, we sell him to his mother.
Okay.
I bet you would pay really
I was
fine
all for this
for that.
plan until my mother got into this.
I mean, I meant sexually, but if you mean literally, no, that's immoral.
Oh, right. Okay.
And my mother is a colossal.
No, Simon, finish that, because I know exactly where it's going and I want to hear you say it.
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah. No.
Say
Come
it,
on.
Simon.
Say the line, Bart.
So, shall we head right or left?
Left. I vote left.
Left from
Left.
what perspective?
Left
Yes.
from the perspective that they went. Maybe they were going to like a stronghold or something, you know.
So left facing the fortress?
No,
Yes.
left facing
Yes,
out of.
no. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
right.
Let's go to where they went.
East.
Not left and right.
East.
Right
Let's
button.
go east.
Okay.
East, the universal term for left. Huh? My left, not his.
Just assume from the right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, the way we're facing east. That's right.
East. Okay, so this way. Okay.
Yeah.
You go up to the door, grab the door handle. It's locked.
Fine.
Damn, they've got us here, boys.
Rook, smash the door down.
I don't know. It's locked.
Rook, they're necromancers.
Isn't that
And
technically
student.
criminal damage?
They can sue us.
Yeah.
Question, what's this door made of?
We've committed murder here.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna swing my axe at the door.
Okay.
At that point, a
Taking-
door's nothing.
Taking
Come
your
on,
time
man.
to swing through the door, you dig through the door with what avail? You're just trying to chop the door in half or something?
Just break it up and then charge through it.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Oh, okay, that's not a problem. I could probably do that.
Oh, and by the way, Bern. Oh, not Bern. Infernal.
That is
Um,
11 plus 10, so
You
21.
know who the divine peacekeepers are, so you don't want to be getting on the wrong side of them.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do you want the celestial popo showing up?
No, I don't, Chris. Not right
Oh,
now.
Great.
Alright,
So
so
this
I
this-
mean,
just turn up
If they're
to the
willing to
door.
help us deal with this undead abomination, maybe.
so 15.
21.
Oh, 21. You break through the door, you shatter through it as you break to the other side. As all of you go through, you see the spectacle as each of you are caught very off guard by a horde of skeletons, broken, shattered, except for one. That currently kneels against another skeleton that's currently surrounded by small flowers.
Oh, what have I just walked out to here? What is going... Elsyan, is this something to do with you? It looks insane, so I can only assume it's you.
What? This insane? Not really, but nothing to do with me actually.
There's a
Let's take-
skeleton. There's a skeleton mourning a dead skeleton with flowers. I mean, this is weird. I
This
can't
place
help it.
looks more and more like normal people.
It does. I feel more and more sorry killing these guys.
They're necromancers. How good can they be?
Well, this skeleton looks really
Where have
sad.
you seen undead drinking whiskey and drawing
know.
dicks on the desk?
I thought those were the students. The alive people here.
Yeah, don't worry. We hate the students. We just feel sorry for the dead people.
Oh. Why? They're dead.
Exactly. And they're still stuck in this shithole of a world.
Shall I go and put this skeleton out of his misery? He looks very sad.
Well, we can talk to him first and then murder him if he gets too sad.
I don't know if he talks. Mr. Skeleton, can you talk?
Skeleton doesn't move.
Is it an alive skeleton?
Can I poke Mr. Skeleton?
Moments like these, I miss Sovek.
You go over, you poke the skeleton, it falls to its side and crumbles.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, they were there
Skeleton's
like that
dead.
when they were alive.
And what does the, skeletons... Are they human skeletons?
Mostly. Quite a few of them. A few of them are dwarves, but most of the ones here are human. Yeah.
Hey guys, more bones.
More bones.
Look at all
Do we
these
need
skulls.
more bones?
Right, if you put them in a cart, I will drag them, but I physically can't fit any more in my backpack.
Me either. But oh, these skulls. The skull of the skeleton that just fell over, is it still intact?
What if we
Yeah.
just leave them
I'm gonna
here
take the
in a
skull.
pile, and then when we go back, we pick them?
Sad skeleton skull.
Poor sad self.
Anything
Hey,
else?
hey, Chris, I don't suppose you'd let me do the thing where I like change a couple letters round in a spell and it lets me do funny things, right?
Oh.
Oh.
Depends on the spell, but no.
I wanted to cast bone shape and just make a giant 5-foot cube of bone.
Just do
Actually,
something.
what am I saying? I could use fabricate for that. Yeah,
Okay.
Chris,
Yeah.
all the bones that are out here in a physical area, I'm just going to convert them into a perfect sphere of bone.
Not right now, Sasha.
We
No,
might need
don't
to
worry,
stop-
it's fine. It takes like 10 minutes tops.
We need to go along this path. That's another 10 minutes.
Sasha, seriously.
All right, fine. God, no people are no fun. No fun at all.
They were sensible.
Just want to make a giant bone sphere.
Sasha, you are making me a voice of reason.
Yeah, don't do that. It's scary. I don't like it. Slap
You
Sills
know
inside
never
the
to
head.
do stuff
You're
that
being
makes
weird.
me the voice of reason.
All right, fine.
Come on, Matt. Dwarf.
Thank you.
I think hate your entire race. So ambiguous for no good reason.
I'll be honest, it's mostly to annoy tourists.
I hate you all. Like, this isn't me even trying to hide my racism. I just hate dwarves just for being dwarves.
And we hate elves just for being elves.
Oh, it's a mutual thing then.
Oh yeah, it's like to put it in real world terms, it's the English and the French. We despise each other, but only we get to despise each other.
Exactly. If anyone's going to invade France, if anyone's going to invade the dwarves, it's going to be the elves, no one else. And vice versa. We'll hate it the entire time, but we'll put up with it.
Wow. Well, that's good to
Oh.
know.
Alright.
I forget what race Rook is.
Minotaur.
You'd think the hooves and the big horns would do it, but no, that's just still descriptors of, tieflings.
I'm a little bit bigger than this.
I just call him Big Furry Cowman.
Oh, come on, that's insensitive, Sasha.
You're right. Big
Cows
hairy
are female.
bull man.
Thank you. I
Nice.
don't ask what's wrong with your soul.
Shall we go along this path before we get distracted by something else? Like
All right,
goals?
fine.
No.
No? Okay.
Like by the time we do anything, we're gonna need to take another long rest.
I am feeling quite tired.
Right, let's go along this path before we get distracted.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, so you proceed to head along the right path. Travelling down, it's a simple dirt path. as you travel down, a little bit of shingle and cobble mixed in. As you travel along,
Be alert for traps, everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
So traveling at a not too fast pace. You see the large shed-like building or warehouse on the right-hand side, mostly crumbled in, and you can see as the path veers off to the left, leading into a cut-out section of the stone, going into a cave.
Ooh, cave.
Caves. Caves are good.
Okay. Should we go in the cave?
I think we should stand here and stare at it for another few seconds.
Okay. So
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Queglod says let's go, we go. We don't,
We-
we don't
we
fight.
go.
Yeah, we got our extra few seconds. We're good to go now.
Okay. You travel into the cave. You can see that there are sections of what looks to be an old minecart trail running down and into here. It has since been disused and non-maintained and has broken since. You can see the signs of several mostly broken and rusted pickaxes that have been left here. You can see boxes filled with bits of stone put to one side. As you travel down into this, it looks more and more like a mine. The wooden support beams holding up the ceiling, the rough stone on either side as you travel in. And as you get further in, you can see that there are sections of it where there are more intricate carve-outs before it begins to go into a structured grid system. You're currently at a crossroads. You can go left, right, or straight on. Looking left and right, you can see that there are straight tunnels that lead into what look to be more crossroads, and then beyond that, larger areas of cut-out stone with bits here and there. But otherwise, you can't catch any details from there on.
What about straight on?
Straight on, same kind of thing, except you can see that there is a crossroad, and then it continues on further than that, and that's about all you can see. To your right, you can see there is a crossroad, and again, you can't see anything further beyond.
Okay.
The left one is the only one with a vague open.
What do you guys think? Left, right. Left has a bit of a vague opening.
Yeah, it could take a while to
Figure this out.
go around everywhere. It would probably be dangerous to split up.
Split up a Rook for crews. No.
And Rook for clues. Send Rook
And
out on
Rook
his
for
own.
clues.
Everybody else goes in their own party.
Rookie, roo!
Let's up. You sure that's a smart idea?
I need a shaggy. So Elsyan.
No, I am not a. Yeah, fine.
Canonically, Queglod is the one that is the most impressive at eating, so I think Queglod is the shaggy of the group.
Hey, I won the pie eating contest.
You did.
Yeah, but you weren't the most impressive about it. She's tiny.
I'm an elf. We don't eat much of anything.
Oh, you're fat bastards. Wait, no, sorry, that's just you.
Okay, listen here. Elsyan is a svelte. Sam
And
is
now
distinctly
you fall into my
rotund.
trap. I didn't say Elsyan, I said you. I said you.
Yes, Sam is distinctly rotund. Now, if you could get off my waistline, please.
Nice. Cool.
And quite frankly, Harlan, you're just jealous of my curves. The way they wobble.
I will say it is hard to look away.
Like a car crash.
I was going to say because of the gravitational pull.
Oh, you really do just stick to the most basic shit, don't you, Harlan?
Yeah, but it's just basic enough to be funny.
So, now I've got enough this, half hours, 5 minutes of bullying Sam. Should we get on with the session?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
You got straight on to your left or to your right?
Should we try left?
Whatever Queglod says.
Oh no, this is way too much power.
As an idea,
Yes, Mrs.
Mhm.
Queglod, yes.
can we carry Elsyan when he's using his spears or
Should we
whatever?
start making a map before we go?
No.
Yes, get right on that,
That's
Bern.
far too sensible for this group.
Alright, you volunteered for yourself to do that, Infernal.
Alright, give me a drawing of where the fuck we started.
I'll get...
Give me another tab over here, like the last.
I have to do a lot of prep for that. Do you want to take a quick short break while I do that then?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
I need to go to the bathroom anyway.
We'll take a quick 5-minute break while I set up a map for Infernal. I will have to put the overlay up, the links and stuff. So, yes. Right,
Cool.
we'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll still leave the volume on those so the people hear us. So, don't see anything you would want other people to know.
Okay.
Necromancer.
I am very disappointed we didn't encounter a school filled with the snake people, because then they would be snecromancers.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Harlan, have you seen the new Amphotext of Speech?
The what?
The
New
new
Amphotext.
episode of the Amphotext of Speech.
I have not.
You're missing out.
It's got a musical number, Harlan.
Oh, I'm excited. This
I
is
know.
going to be a fun morning.
Yes, unintentional advertisement on the break. Emperor Text to Speech. Go watch it. Go watch it if you're a Warhammer fan, and even if you're not, go watch it.
Just watch it. It's funny no matter what.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna be right back now while we're on break.
Hey, there's a threat to piss on some cables. It's funnier than it sounds. There's a mech suit
I want to
flexing
do
in a
something.
sexy way. As in, it's sex in the universe, not actually to watch, because it's fucking
I
mechs.
can feel a tingling in my undercarriage.
You never. The musical number is the finest display of politics we will ever see in the current political climate.
Oh shit! I just remembered where Caldor Drago is.
You mean the warp?
No, remember he yeeted himself into a black hole and then didn't? Because Drago?
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with that man?
Matt Ward.
Yeah,
Matt
that's
Ward is that man. Matt Ward is what's wrong with a lot of Warhammer.
Also,
Right.
more importantly, I just remembered where the entirety of the Inquisitions is at this point in time.
The warp.
Yeah. Well, no, they came out of the warp, remember? Now they're in everyone's favorite place.
Are they in Kimura?
They're in Gamora, yeah.
Ah, fuck! That's worse. than-
Literally.
You know what? That's like out of the frying pan into a fucking sun.
I'm back.
And other Warhammer related news, Chris, the next Psychic Awakening stuff is going to be Imperial Guard, Tau, and Gene Stealer Cult.
Yay!
So it might be worth looking at, and we'll have like Tau versus Gene Stealer Cult missions.
Yeah, sweet. Speaking of, if you're not playing your Tau, at some point we should do a Chaos versus Tau, and I get to play the Tau.
Good luck. Sure.
What do you mean, good luck?
Until the Psychic Awakening books come out. Good luck.
They can't be that. What do you mean, till the Psychic Awakening books come out? They come out on the 15th. You can pre-order them now.
Yeah, I don't want to play that.
And start collecting Gene Stealer Cult stuff. And you can buy the Kellamorph on its own. Gosh darn it. Why they have done that a while ago.
Because they hate you, Chris.
You can also get Commander Shadow Sun. So you
Yeah,
can-
to be quite fair, that is a model that I'm looking at. What I've seen, though, is that doesn't
Adeptus
hate...
Titanicus core game. What?
I'm back.
Oh, yes, that's effectively... Hey, you want these Forge World Titans, but you don't want to actually pay,
What am I drawing?
you know, your left kidney for one? And the remnants of your liver and a lung. and
Yeah, I like
all
those
your
things.
blood and semen. You don't want to sell all that? Then here, play Titanic, Death of Titanicus. It's distinctly smaller.
Yeah, I might pick up the Cycling Awakening book then.
I probably would suggest it because it will have new rules. I mean, I've got the one for Chaos, which had some quite interesting stuff, such as the demon weapons, which when I use on a 2-up, I actually get to use a weapon. On a 1, I think I take like a mortal wound, and I can't attack that turn.
That's
But they are stupid powerful. That's the Slanesh pair of claws that, hey, yeah. Well, if I succeed on that roll, then I get to add whatever that roll is to my number of attacks. So if I roll a 6, I can give myself +6 attacks. With something with 2 lightning claws, which I think +1 strength to their normal as well.
Now, Infernal, I'm just going to say this. You might want to draw this small.
Small?
Oh god!
Oh no. Even
Yes,
smaller than the other one?
About the same size.
Okay.
I
so
also wouldn't
give me the
draw
entrance at
I
least.
also wouldn't draw this on side on.
What do you mean side on?
I'd draw this vertically, like you're looking down on it,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
top down.
Because, yeah.
So, you came into the entrance, and there was a crossroads, and you are going left, correct?
Yes,
So this is the entrance.
Okay.
that's a consensus.
So, as you head to the left, heading towards the next crossroads.
Can you give me the entrance at least? I just want to know what I can.
Okay. I'll do this just to help. This is the entrance. This is your crossroads that you've got so far. And
This is the entrance, okay.
This is the rest of what you see as well. I'd also like to add that there are more crossroads going at. So you're going to hate me. Another one. It's like
Oh,
that
no.
from what you can tell.
Okay, so where are we located here?
You're currently there right now, and I'm going to tell you. You can see before you a relatively open room. The area here, it's not simple cut. It is mined out stone. You can see boxes and crates of stone. You can see mined out sections which have just been completely carved through and taken out. And you can see old mining equipment and a couple of skeletons around here as well. Other than that, this place is empty.
What's here and here?
Oh, let's get a general drawing of what that looks like.
That's pretty big.
Okay.
Okay.
Heading inside, you can see that there is a single exit going down from and it goes down and meets up with this line. Alright, so
Okay.
where do you wish to go?
Um,
Like that, but
Huh?
goes down
Oh,
like
yeah.
this and continues on. You can see that there is another crossroad ahead of you.
So where? There?
About there, yeah. Here's another crossroad. Are you continuing on?
yeah. I guess go down.
Have we got Simon here, by the way?
Yes, sorry, I'm here.
This does not
So-
link up, by the way. Yeah, it's just this. You can see, yeah, it's about that. This continues on this way, linking into another set of crossroads, and this one continues going down this way to another open cavern.
Go check out the open cavern.
This doesn't connect, you said?
Nope,
Okay.
it is a dead end.
Oh.
Heading down to the open cavern, you can see that this area is another section of mined out rock. That's about it. There's nothing else here. This one is shaped like that. And it continues on going this way.
Oh, this is gonna be a headache. Okay.
You come to the first set of crossroads about here. And looking on, you can see that it continues on to another set of crossroads, or it turns left to a seemingly dead end.
This way is a dead end.
Quite far down, seeming.
Okay, down.
Okay. A seemingly crossed dead end. I mean, we haven't actually gone and seen if it is a dead end.
Well, I'm going to say all of these are seemingly dead ends.
Okay, all of these.
Because you haven't explored.
Oh, we haven't explored. Okay.
No, because right
Did
now
we
all
check
you're
this
doing is just wandering around.
Because
and
we
checking.
went here, did we check this one?
I'll say you did check that one. That one is a dead end. So,
Okay.
any preference you want to go? Oh, and I'll say this one. It's just because it's.
Huh? What is
What do you want to do now?
Shall we?
Hmm.
Anyone got any ideas? I mean, do you want to go this way, or should we go and explore the dead end, or?
I feel like we should get a good understanding of what the layout is, so I guess we should go this way to see what this leads. If we
Okay,
connect back up to this.
Yeah, we should try that. We might get a sense of whether or not some of the other dead ends really are dead ends as well.
Okay, where are you going?
This way.
Up. That one is a dead.
Dead ends. Okay. How far up?
About that far.
Cool. Okay. I guess we'll head this way then.
Okay. Heading this way, you can see it continues on until it reaches another crossroads up to about here, and the crossroad bar is about. Going down, it leads into an open chamber. Straight ahead of you is a dead end, and to the right leads up quite a way, leading to another crossroads. About there.
Crossroads.
Do we actually have a plan here, or are we just picking at random?
I honestly think we're walking at
I
random.
don't see how we would be able to form a plan, really.
No.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to get a sense of the layout.
Where you go?
Well, there's an old dwarven tactic
Let's
where you
see
go
which
left
we
all
are-
the time.
Before we go down further.
Okay, you go up here.
I think I've heard of this
This way?
tactic.
You can see that the left way is a dead end here. You can see that this leads straight on and leads into an opening, and you can see a few other areas which seem to connect to it, which I will fill it now.
Okay.
And that connects in here at the bottom. Going to the right, you can see that this bisects with this section here, and leads here. And I am going to make this an arrow, as that leads to floor 2.
Okay. I'll
I'm not
draw.
going to tell you how many floors there are, but I said draw it small, and that's about small enough. And that goes down.
Floor 2.
There's a lot to this. It's up to you. So far, from what you've seen, this seems to be just a mine.
Okay. That leads to floor 2. Shall we check out this area and this, if this is all dead ends?
Can do.
Still got to check out this area over here.
But we've still got,
Yeah, and
this
this
area
area as
over
well.
here.
Yeah, this and this and this.
Okay. Going over to the other areas, these are dead ends. This down here, this is not a dead end. Just a bit down here.
Huh? Oh, this isn't a dead end.
No, it connects in like that. As that is an open area, and going over
And
here.
what are these 2 rooms? Are there anything in them, or
No, they are carved out and empty. They have been mined up.
and this way?
So that leaves that way then.
And this one, you can see that it goes around like that. So. That bisects with that.
This one?
That's a dead end.
Dead end.
Exploring the entirety of first floor, this takes you 1 hour.
What about this one?
Dead end.
This...
Guys,
annoying.
it's seeming like we literally are just going to keep going until we have another long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have to find something, surely.
Yeah, floor one's done now, though.
Okay.
Just a suggestion.
Yep.
Would it be worth leaving something at the entrance?
What do you mean?
Like what, a picnic?
I don't know. I mean, I can only communicate with I don't know. I was thinking Felipe, but I can only communicate with him within 100 meters, so perhaps that wouldn't work. Just so, like, if anything comes in, or if anything like sneaks past us and tries to leave.
We can put the golden thread there. Or some of it. Does that have a range?
It hasn't got a range, but it's got a duration, 8 hours.
I'll be honest, if we take more than 8 hours, I don't think we really care what's happening down there anymore. They're probably dead.
True.
Yeah,
Sure.
we should leave some golden tape there before we head down.
Okay.
As long as,
Do you want to know
as
something
we're in
else
situations
afterwards?
where like we have infinite golden thread, because I don't want to be wasting golden thread.
I think it's infinite. Right?
It can be used once a day.
So it is infinite.
Okay. So
You head
put
down to the
golden
next floor?
thread down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or shall we leave it here so we know if something comes after us?
Just leave it wherever you like. I don't.
Queglod, your
It'll
choice.
tell us something if it's somewhere.
Okay. Starting this one.
Queglod's choice.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm going to put
I'd say right at the
here-
entrance then.
Here is your entrance. This is your exit to floor 1.
Okay. Right, so the entrance to floor 2 is which one?
This is the entrance to floor 2.
Yeah, is this where we're
That's a
entering?
flat line. It's just.
Oh,
It's,
what?
Yeah, it's the same as the entrance which I used up there.
I almost clicked the delete all vector lines. That's what would be good.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that for you. You lose your burn.
So we enter through where? This way or this
Through
way?
here, it's a flat line. Don't be going in there.
Okay.
You can see that it carries on around, and then leads to another set of crossroads like that. At the first crossroads, you can see that straight ahead it leads to a set of crossroads. You see that the one left leads to a large expanse and open area, and you can see the one to the right leads to another set of crossroads.
Okay.
The open area is empty, I assume.
Going inside and checking, actually.
Yeah.
I guess we'll take a quick look.
Going inside, you can see that the open area is about that shape. And as you head inside, you can see in the center of it is an old, very scarred and torn away, what you would recognize as a magic circle, used for teleportation. It has been torn and scarred, it is now no longer functioning, and any runes to try and identify where this goes is going to be impossible.
Okay. Anything else in the room?
Nothing else.
Okay.
Well,
Can we tell if it's been used recently?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, that's a +2. So 17.
17. Looking it over, you look at it and you think, wonder if it's been used recently. You see a series of what looks to be a trail of footprints leading to the circle and then disappearing.
That'd be a yes.
And they're recent footprints, okay.
Yes, a trail of footprints.
It seems like they've used this to teleport. We'll have to get there the old-fashioned way.
Alright.
Upward, left, right.
what if I had some magic chalk?
We don't know what the runes were.
Don't know what it looks like.
Ah, penis.
Are you going to investigate the rest of this floor?
Investigate the rest of the. Yeah.
I mean,
I would think.
I- Yeah,
For the sake of your sanity and mine, going through the rest of this floor, which is now abandoned because they've evacuated everybody.
I do want to know, because if something chases us and we need to run away, I want to know the fucking layout.
Fine. Alright. Time to draw this in good old blobby fashion.
Alright, if we need to run away, then we just need to know the way out.
True. Wanted to know everything, because Bern.
Look,
Because Bern.
I'm only cautious.
Next, Bern will be insisting that we don't get him stabbed.
Got a point.
Tell me if there are any then.
This is a dead end. That's a dead end as well. That's a dead end.
Sasha, can you just move the earth and we just go down levels, just drop through holes?
No need.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Way down is there.
Then why haven't you?
No one asked.
I hate you.
Hey, great DM in the sky.
Hello.
How big's the floor? How deep's the floor each level?
By the looks of it, it's made to be supported on layer, so probably at least 10 feet thick of stone per layer. But then there's no guarantee that you're going to drop from one floor to the next, as they are tunnels. They are not big, expansive cutout rooms.
No.
Is the
That's why we
floor made out of stone as well?
Yes, this entire place is mined out stone.
That's beginning to look like something.
Oh,
I don't like
students have been
it. See a line on the floor here.
There seems to be lots of small interconnected tunnels leading out from the main chamber.
Dead end,
Just
dead end,
going in a
dead end.
dotted line.
Hogwarts, aren't we? This is just Hogwarts.
But
What is this big area here?
I will tell you for that in a moment. Exploring over the rest of this, get into this chamber last because it's the furthest away from anything you'd be exploring. As you get to this chamber, you can see that around the room, as this room is still being mined out, you can see where there has been abandoned but still functioning mining equipment. You can see footprints and dragged footprints of what seem to be zombies that have moved out of this location. And you can see around some of the walls, crystals poking out. Small ones, but crystals nonetheless. This is probably what they've been mining.
Yeah.
Mining.
Sasha does the. What are they?
Looking them over. Are you proficient in enchanters tools?
I am.
Someone is.
You are, so go ahead and roll me a Arcana check using the proficiency from enchanters tools.
One day I'll be proficient in everything.
2 plus
You may attempt this as well if you want.
Yes. Give that a go.
Is that charisma for enchanters too?
It would be an Arcana check using enchanters tools. So you gain the proficiency in Arcana if you don't have it already.
So I gain proficiency in.
For the purposes of using the tools, yeah.
Okay, so that's 22.
Would be. Character work plus 6.
23? Okay, 23 and 22. You both recognize this as baseline enchantment crystals. These are the unrefined forms, and they are basic enchantment quartz. They are in the small quantities that you can see here, where most of it's been mined out, except for these last bits that are being mined up. The bits that are probably left here is probably a good 150 GP worth, if you mined it out. However, that could take several hours. But you gather from the size of this chamber, they probably had several thousand GPs worth from this chamber alone. And as you begin to put things together, each of these cleared rooms probably had something similar inside of it. Meaning,
Hey Chris,
they
you
stored
know
up a
how
lot
crystal's a
of that.
type of stone?
Yeah.
Can I stone shape them into one big one?
No, because they're scattered throughout the room. You'd need to mine
I
them all up and then use
fabricate them?
fabricate. Because they're scattered too far apart, you'd need to mine them all up. This is a big chamber, such and such that your dark vision does not allow you to see the walls of this. And
Clean
with the torch, it would still be quite difficult to get them.
Just to check, can my dark vision
Your dark vision
see
can.
all the way through them? Okay, so it's not that huge.
No, it's not that huge. It's big enough that with regular dark vision and even with light, it's going to be very difficult to see the things on the edge because you're relying on your dark vision to do so.
Yeah.
But for you, who's got the unmodified darkness from Devil's Sight, you're able to just see the walls perfectly fine here. Magical nature from your detect magic. These are indeed magical. They are enchantment crystals. That's about all there is to it. You do detect a few traces in the dust on the ground around this area, suggesting that there was a larger pocket here, which has since been mined up.
Okay.
Perfect.
What do you wish to do?
Alright, should we go down?
I think we can leave them for later.
Yeah.
We can find their stash of these. That could be
Yeah.
worth a lot.
Yeah. We won't even have to mine it then. Save lots of time.
Yeah, they're simply not a priority at the moment.
No. Okay. Head down then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
As you begin to head down to the next area, as you never stated, you are not carrying a light source. As you proceed to head down,
Alright.
Queglod, you're the first one to notice. Due to your chain. Well, you never walk around with light sources in the past, so I don't know why you should start now without saying anything.
I always walk around with my axe lit while I'm down here because I can't see.
Yeah, you can. You have goggles at night.
Oh,
That's why you stopped using light sources.
No, I've been using it because Feng and me had a reduced
okay.
thing.
Okay, so with the light source, you can see as you travel down, you begin to travel down the corridor as you're holding the light above your head, and you can see that there is the area in front of you begins to shift left and right, almost like a heat haze.
Okay.
Almost like a what?
A
Heat haze.
So you know when it's a really hot day and you're looking down a road and you can just see the image in front of you warbling from the heat.
Yeah, okay.
It's that.
Okay.
But you don't feel hot. And it's not the sheesh creek clothing.
What do you think, Queglod? You got your magic vision up or magic thing?
Yeah, that should be active. Is that
It's non-magical?
okay?
Oh. Right. Is it a gas? Who here has got good smell?
Ah, fuck, my perception's high.
Go half.
Okay.
I have good perception
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, but
Alright.
it's not Elsyan levels.
Animal guy and Mr. I can see everything. Go look.
Okay, fine.
Who's doing this?
Elsyan.
Okay.
As in an animal guy.
Okay,
Malcom.
you two roll me a perception check. Which is Malcom and Elsyan. Disadvantage because of exhaustion.
Yep.
Oh.
That's
Okay, what the fuck is happening with Sudz's roll?
25.
I don't know, it's been like rolling with disadvantage really high. Rolling regular
24.
rolls like a 3. We should just put you on permanent disadvantage, Sudz, and you'll roll well for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
there's
so
that
it's-
gonna be that one time I roll a natural one die.
I mean, it's possible.
It is.
So what are your totals?
25.
26.
Okay, you got both very high perceptions. Congratulations. You can't smell anything as you get closer. Both of you make Constitution saving throws, please. Are either of you resistant or anything against poison?
Oh, what's that I hear?
Not
It's
you.
time to shine.
Not you. You don't have
I do
disadvantage
not-
on the con save. It's just a regular one.
I do not believe I
don't have
do.
disadvantage.
Not
Neither of you
disadvantage.
do.
Exhaustion is only a
Hey,
ability check.
Daysha, you don't know my abilities.
I know you're a mystic and I know you're a fucking elf. That's all I need
Okay.
to know.
Malcolm,
Mate, I've got a +5 in con. You know nothing about me.
18.
Wait.
18, you're fine.
Okay, now,
Elsyan,
Chris, Okay.
If it's still in con, it's in con.
Yeah, I know it's in con, so that's a 16. There's also the fact that my psychic focus, I'm looking at them, and I've got one with a green tab next to them, which is the one where I'm resistant to poison. Which I'm presuming it's
Is
supposed to
that
mark the one.
poison damage, or is it the poisoned condition?
Damage. It's damage.
Okay. So, both of you succeed the save as you both kind of go forward a bit, breathe, feel a little bit heavy-chested. What do you do?
Back away.
Back away? Malcolm?
I want to try and look for the source.
Make me another perception check, please. Can't see the source. Are you backing away?
Yeah, I am
Okay.
now.
You're backing away because you stuck around to do a little bit of checking. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw with advantage because you are still backing away. Yeah, you're fine. You back away and you breathe a bit more. It takes a while because you are underground and oxygen isn't exactly the most noteworthy thing here, given you're underground in a ravine, so you're below sea level at this point. And you begin to breathe, it's heavy. Feel very kind of mildly nauseous.
Wow.
It's poison.
Oh.
Oh, remind me, Chris, am I resistant to poison damage or just immune to disease?
You're immune to disease.
We need to progress, but poison. Did you see where it was coming from?
No, I couldn't see where it was coming from. I was more focused on not dying from poison.
Should we send Sasha in? She's immune to that stuff, isn't she?
Not immune, but close enough.
Sasha.
Unleash the Sasha.
I will say one thing.
Yes.
With your perception checks, which you got before, both of you, you did hear the sound of metal hitting rock further in.
No, it gets more interesting.
Hey, Sasha. Sounds like there's some metal hitting some rock over there. Might be some smithing of rock. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works.
Pulls out his smithing book, just begins to flip through it. Oh, that's not how it works.
No. Ignore me. Put my
It
smithing
is
book away.
like. Okay.
Was it too far away or?
Was there a way of judging how far away it was, or?
It was distant. It's a fair way in. If given the size of this area and the previous areas, it's probably either another floor down or it's in a larger area further away from you.
Okay.
Cat, get off of me.
Sasha, shall we see if we find the source?
Oh, yes, I love sauce. What type? Ketchup? Gravy?
HP.
Ah, a man of refined taste.
Are we talking hit points or?
Why not both?
Both, yeah.
That was a
Sorry.
bad
Point
joke.
sword.
I
A
apologise.
healing potion is 6-point sauce.
I like that.
So, do you take psychic damage now, Chris?
I do. Hold on, let me roll. And as I'm the DM, I have to roll D100.
No, you don't. Don't take any damage. Just make the poison go.
77. Taking away from my infinity hit points. I'm good.
Okay.
No, just take the poison away.
No.
Your joke was so bad, the poison disappeared. Come on.
No, it's not how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I tried.
So you know,
Wait, you're poisoned? Do you want me to fix that?
no one's poisoned. Everyone's fine at the
Okay.
moment.
All right. Well, so what did you hit? What did you notice? Where's the thing? And how do I stop it from being awful?
We
Go
don't
find
know.
it.
It's ahead. We've got to find it.
All right. You know what? just first things first. I'm going to tie my scarf, which is of course, which as I'm sure you're aware is the one we got from the Phoenix, around my mouth, just because I want to make things as difficult as possible for whatever this is.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, you tie
Should I
the scarf
come?
around your mouth and you kind of hold it in place, tying it around the back of your neck, pulling it tight.
Should I come with you?
Are you immune to poison?
No, but I'm pretty resistant.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you saying that as in you think you're resistant to poison, or do you actually have resistance
No,
to poison?
resistance to poison damage is different to resistance to the poisoned condition.
No, I just meant I really have high con save.
Well, fuck that. I've probably got equal or higher.
I mean, I can come. I've got high con save and high.
No,
And a
both of you
torch.
stay here. Fuck off. I'm a dwarf, man. This is what I'm made for.
Okay,
Piss
I'm just
off.
thinking if you get attacked.
Just let
Stop
Sasha
stealing
die
my
on her
thunder.
Fine,
if I
go,
get-
Sasha. Go.
I'm going. God.
Run. Be free, my little Sasha. Be free.
So Sasha,
I will smash your kneecaps in. Don't think I won't.
I'll
Sasha,
sit
you
on you.
waltz in.
Shit.
I go forward in my clinky clanky glory.
Okay. Are you taking any light with you?
Yes, my beard. Whoosh.
Okay. You walk out. Keep walking down, your beard vaguely lighting up the area, but not very much.
Okay, fine. Lumos.
There you go. As you wander down, make me a Constitution saving throw. Vintage. It's what, +5 you said?
+5.
Okay, that's 24.
Yeah, that'll do.
You keep going, you kind of cover your breath as much as you can. Your chest begins to feel heavy. You continue going,
Eh.
I assume, or are you going turning back?
No, I'm continuing going. Worst comes to worst, what? I'll just heal myself.
Okay, that is a 22. You keep going, your chest begins to feel slightly heavier. You keep going.
I'm keeping an eye out for anything that might be the cause of this, but yes.
Looking around, you can see on this floor there is a crossroads just coming up, leading left, right, and straight on. With what little light you are producing, you cannot see a area up ahead or to either side, but you can hear the sound of metal hitting stone to somewhere to either the left or straight on. You aren't sure. Next con save with advantage.
I'd like... Yeah.
14. Fail.
Ooh.
The rest of you watch as Sasha's wandering on. You hear a thump. As Sasha, you are suffocating and you drop to 0 hit points.
What?
Oh shit. Oh bugger.
Okay, the rest of you hear and see this thump. Currently, Sasha is bleeding out.
Oh,
She rolls.
I use Heart of Immolation.
You are unconscious. You don't get that.
You said I'm suffocating. You didn't say I was...
Okay, if you're suffocating, you will drop to 0 hit points at the beginning of your next turn. You realise this
It's a
is
good thing it's a reaction then, isn't it?
What would you like to do? You aren't on 0 hit points yet. If that's the case.
Heart of Immolation, I'm using it to, like, heal myself and yeet backwards.
Okay, you're on full hit points. You use Heart of Immolation. It doesn't go off.
Oh
as
wait,
you're-
no, I
as
can't
you
activate
can't be
Heart of
healed.
Immolation, I'm still on.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's what I
that's
mean.
annoying.
You can't use it. As you panic for the moment, you turn round. The suffocation hits in, and you watch as Sasha falls a little ways off from where you guys are, hitting the ground with the plate armor clanking against the earth. She's
What is
currently
it?
bleeding
Con
out. What do
saving
you do?
throws.
Con saves. What are you doing?
I'm enhanced ability Rook
Okay,
for con.
I'm gonna do that. I'm
Only
gonna.
works on ability checks, but okay.
Oh, fuck.
However, Rook, you do gain temporary hit points because of Aunt's ability bears something. Which will last
Nice.
for an hour.
Excellent. That's helpful. Great. I'm going to run, trying to hold my breath as
Oh,
I can.
Okay, you hold your breath as you run in. You do not need to make a con save as you are holding your breath. Go up, you grab Sasha, and you drag her out. During that time, Sasha makes a single death saving throw. That is a 7. That is one failure. Mark that down. As you drag her out, you see her breathing gets heavier and quicker and quicker. You are no longer suffocating. And you return to 1 hit point.
Okay. So
Wow. Sasha,
That
you're a
wasn't
dwarf. I thought
good.
this was your thing.
You figure out this is CO2.
carbon
Carbon
monoxide, boy. No wait, carbon dioxide, boy.
It's heavier than air and you're underground. You've got nowhere to go.
Okay, can we fashion something to hold air that we can use to breathe? Does anyone have any idea? Can we form bubbles? I don't know. Magic people. Any ideas?
Yes, sort of. Give me a minute here.
Okay.
I kind of need to recover my everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm on 1 hit point, boys.
I know, and it would have been worse.
Just stop being such a whiny baby, Sasha.
You lost 140 something hit points, Sam. You'd
Yeah.
be dead instantly if that
Hey,
were you.
Elsyan, do you want to give it a try?
For I have intelligence, Sasha. When I see poisonous stuff, I don't go near it.
Okay.
I thought it was magical. I was wrong. It was physical. Now I know how to deal with it.
Can't smell
Just-
it. It's colourless.
It's gas, you numpties.
Could we send something through that isn't affected by poison?
Like Elsyan's orb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I was going to say Felipe.
Isn't Felipe unaffected? by
I'm
something?
pretty sure Felipe has life.
Felipe's still a bird.
Oh,
Wait, no, sorry. I meant you in your weird immortal bird form.
Doesn't protect him
I'm
from
not
conditions.
immortal in that form anymore.
still need to breathe.
Oh. Sad.
Yeah, it received because it was I'm immune to damage. I changed it so that it's you're not immune to damage. You just got lots of hit points. That is UA is UA. What is it now? You have like a bunch of extra hit points, like double your maximum.
I've got.
Yeah, number of temporary hit
It's
points
like
equal
half-
to
it's
half
like
your
half,
maximum hit die. Attacks have a disadvantage against you, and you have advantage on dexterity saving throws. You can revert back to normal as an action. So removes any remaining temporary hit points. Yeah. Okay. So, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Anyone have any ideas or any magic we can use to breathe?
We could send my spider orb in.
Or you could send your orb in. Yeah, that's the thing.
No, it doesn't have to breathe. If it gets damaged or broken, it really doesn't matter.
That's one less for the stairs.
Exactly. I mean,
Oh
if I
my
scatter
God,
these
of
about the
course
place,
it's
one of you might
carbon
get
one.
stabbed.
I cast Gust of Wind.
Okay. Cast Gust
Okay,
of
then.
Wind. The wind pushes down. You can't tell if it worked.
Okay.
I walk forward.
Don't seem to be affected by it.
I continue walking.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine, but your chest begins to feel
I'm-
heavy.
I immediately cast it again.
What level spell slot is this?
It's a level 2 spell.
Is it concentration?
No.
Okay, you
It's
make
just
it
a
to the
line.
first. You make it to the first crossroad. You can see 3 more, one in each direction.
Yeah, it's just a 60-foot line.
Yeah. Okay, so that would make you to one of the other crossroads for another casting of it. However, do keep in mind.
Correction, it is a concentration.
It is? Oh yeah, it is
Yes.
a concentration up to a minute.
And is it continuous or is it?
Up to 1 minute.
Yeah, I got the up to 1 minute. Is it you can cast it over and over again, or is it just one line?
It's
In a
just
line.
a continuous line.
Yeah, it's in a continuous line, yeah.
Okay, so you can. So as you do that, from what you can tell, the haze reappears behind you between you and your companions, and the gust of
Right.
wind is now blowing carbon dioxide towards you. Reactionarily, hold your breath.
Shouldn't be. Is it?
Gust of wind?
Is it blowing carbon dioxide towards me?
Yes, because you just displaced the air. By blowing
Something
That's
else
not
has got to
good,
fill that space.
something else has got to fill that space. So the CO2 is just blown away, and then it begins to settle again and comes back down. So yes, it resettles and it begins to come towards you. Reactionarily, you hold your breath, and the wind is now blowing in a line along where you are. To go in the opposite direction, it is a strength check against your own save, unless you wish to break concentration.
Can I first just try and see if I can tell which direction it's coming from?
CO2.
If it's coming from like
It's
the
colorless.
left.
It has no smell. You cannot see it. There is no way of telling.
Okay, what about the sound?
The sound from the crossroads is coming from either the left path or the forward path.
Alright, I guess I'll just break concentration and run away, because there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. Head back to the rest of your party.
Elsyan, your turn.
Spider orb, go.
Okay.
Can the spider orb
Yeet it.
see in the dark?
Yes, it can.
Oh, thank God.
Are you going to map this area out?
Yes.
Yes, just don't expect me to actually draw a map because
No, that's fine. Okay.
I'll then
Over the
draw
next hour, as Elsyan proceeds to move around here in the spider orb, investigating the area, you discover 4 other open areas, each of which are manned by undead dwarven miners. Currently working, not needing to breathe, and immune to the poison condition. They work perfectly fine in CO2 conditions. Perfect workforce for your underground mining schemes. As they are mining out large chunks of crystal. You can see as they mine the chunks, they take one shard of what it's been shattered and they just toss it into what looks to be a wooden crate. You can see, as you're moving around, you see one of the larger rooms has a series of these, and a large, hulking, ghoulish-looking figure sat in one corner, its head bowed, large bones sticking through its spine and neck, as it sits there with large chains wrapped around its neck and wrists, attached to one of these large wooden basins. That form sits about 12 feet tall. It is large and bulky, and it sits there unaware of your presence as you rush around and get a look at the 30-some workers spread out throughout this next floor, and the last floor.
Could I just quickly make the point that when a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its Constitution modifier.
Okay. But this is CO2, so this is just straight up running on empty. So if I remember correctly, looking at suffocation, when you suffer the suffocation status, you fall unconscious the turn after with 0 hit points.
what you described. Are you sure it's CO2? Carbon
No, that's
dioxide,
carbon
we're talking
monoxide.
about
That's the one that does the weird shit. The carbon dioxide just stops you from breathing. It's weird.
Carbon monoxide is the one. It's
Carbon
monoxide.
monoxide is the poisonous one which affects you long term. Carbon dioxide is the one which just means you can't breathe and therefore you can't breathe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's CO2 down here, not CO.
Just making sure.
I'll see if I can find
There's
it.
obviously a lot more.
It says here a creature with a Constitution 14 can hold
What
its breath
page?
for 3 minutes. If it starts suffocating, it
What
has 2
page?
rounds to each air before it drops to 0 hit points.
What page?
I'm trying to find it here. I I look stuff up online because I don't have the physical books. So
I
it's weird.
don't do that because that's not reliable half the time, we found out.
Mm-hmm.
Suffocating. A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier. When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive a number of rounds equal to its Constitution modifier. At the start of its next turn, it drops to 0 hit points and is dying and cannot regain its hit points or stabilize until it can breathe again. For example, a creature with a Constitution of 14 can hold its breath for 3 minutes. If it's suffocating, it has 2 rounds of each air before it drops. Okay, so you wouldn't have suffocated. Therefore, you don't know this is CO2 yet.
What I'm saying here is, can I get my hit points back?
Yeah, you can.
Yes! I don't care about not knowing what it is. Right. Magic. Magic killed us. I was suffocating, boys.
Okay.
You spend the next hour as you map out the rest of this area, and you find nothing of interest other than the zombies there.
Was there a way down?
Nope.
So this is the last floor.
This is the last floor.
Okay, so it's literally just a mine and us here.
Is it just a
What
case
was
that
that
dwarves
12-foot
have dug
thing?
too deep again?
No, the dwarves are dead when this got here.
Don't go blaming me on this. It's the zombies that have dug too deep.
What was
I
the
blame the
12-foot
dwarves
thing?
for not actually digging instead
What
of
was the
them.
what?
The 12-foot thing you said.
Do you remember what you and Wilbert saw around the city when you were going about?
Wait.
You know the large things on Thursday that were carrying the stone furniture
Oh.
and... Yeah, crypt ghasts.
What?
Wait. Eh.
You know, the big 12-foot burly things with bones through their body, and they're dangerous.
I vaguely remember
What
this.
was the
You weren't there, it was last session.
question that brought on that conversation?
With what?
The question that brought on that from Infernal.
Said what was the 12-foot thingy?
Oh,
And then, where was this guy?
On the 3rd floor, with the others, currently chained to a barrel of something.
Chained.
Or a box of something. Presumably what carries all this crystal up.
Ah.
So, you've spent 3 hours in this mine,
And it's a dead end.
and it's a dead end. What would you like to do?
Should we go back and go the other left?
yes. Let's go away from here. We can come back later.
Or not?
Okay. You make your way up out of the mine, making your way up towards the fortress, and you go the other way, I presume.
Yep, we'll go the other left.
Okay.
Check the fortress door, see if anyone's opened it.
So
I knocked it down.
It's carved open, so there's no way to tell if it's moved.
I broke it.
No, the fortress door.
That
The
was the
main
fortress door we
first.
carved open.
Yeah, we had to break it because they locked us in.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, my bad.
So, you make your way the other left. Heading round, you can see another archway leading underground. This one, however, is a little bit more well-worn and lit by torches. As you proceed to make your way down a series of steps and heading into, and you head into the lower area. The stone here is more smoothly carved than the rest. Looks like it's been carved out and more intricately, or more attention to detail has been paid here, just to make it look and probably be nicer. As you head down a set of stairs, and you see before you a large wooden bridge going forward. The wooden slats are decently well maintained, and there is ropes on either side holding it in place. See, it otherwise opens up into a large cavern. Don't bother drawing this here, because it...
I just want to know, like, a vague idea of what it was.
What, the lower area? I'm not going to draw it.
That's fine, I just want to know myself. I don't forget.
Okay. Right, so we'll just cross the bridge.
I'm drawing it here like this, so I know what's barely happened. You don't need to
Wait,
draw it.
is there a bridge?
There's a wooden bridge. Not on the 3rd floor, but in this place we're in.
There you go.
Confused.
So yeah, straight ahead of you there is an opening which leads to a long wooden bridge which leads across some form of chasm.
Okay. How much are we willing to hedge our bets that this bridge is trapped?
Yes.
Would you like to go first and find out?
I don't know, 5 silver?
Who wants to cast fly, and I'll walk across, and if it falls down, I'll just fly back.
Hang on. That's risking anything. I want to send Felipe out to check.
What's Felipe
Ah,
doing?
yes. No one cares if the bird dies.
I do.
What's Felipe doing exactly?
He's going to fly along the length of the bridge. First of all, check like how well built it is.
Okay.
Traps.
But also, I want him to see what's on the other side.
Go ahead and make me, I'm going to say, a perception check using Felipe's perception to get a look at the bridge and its general construction.
3 plus 3. So, to the extent that I'm able to, I'm going to look through his eyes as well. So
15, as you look through Felipe's eyes, you can see that this bridge goes on about for 100 feet and then for 100 feet further. In the middle, there is a large bit of stone that sticks out of the ground, supporting it as a middle connection between it all. And you can see that it goes on to the next bit of the cavern ahead. Looking at the general surroundings, from what Felipe can see with not real dark vision, using your dark vision and what you can see that it goes up about 30-40 feet, and then it goes down about 30-40 feet, and then you hit a wall of what looks to be almost a greyish white textured mass.
Okay. Alright, well, relay all that to the party then.
And you see there's another opening on the other side as well, which the other bridge connects to. The construction is good enough that you'd all be able to cross together.
Okay. Okay. Cross
Okay.
the bridge, I guess, then.
He's protesting he has no tea.
I am absolutely fucking livid.
But what do you do?
Go across the
Take
bridge.
tea, obviously.
You go across the bridge?
Yeah.
Wait, where's our tea? Where's Farnsworth?
He's back in
Farnsworth?
the fortress. He's back in the
Have you been
fortress
slacking
making
on the
tea,
job?
and you guys have just wandered off without him. Because you never came back for him.
We go to a fortress. I'm on my 7,000th cup already. Where have you been?
Okay.
Never been more annoyed with your Farnsworth.
So you cross the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you each cross the bridge, taking the first few steps, the clank of the armor, the clang of the bridge as it sways, as you move, you hear the sound of grinding bone below you as it begins to writhe. And with your vision as you look below, Queglod, that grey and white mass, they're all bones. And it's moving.
Okay, this is a problem.
That's perfectly normal to me.
Those of you who cannot see it would include Bang. Actually, no, because you have your light up, so never mind. Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Nice.
You've got your light up. Roll for initiative.
Hang on. How many skulls are in this?
You don't know. All I'm going to do
20.
is just draw a bridge.
22.
Let's see. 5, 6, 7. That's 10, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's here.
Cool.
So this is the bridge.
This is why
that
I'm
you're
very
on.
happy I looked up that, so I had health again.
So this is 50 feet. You've got 4 of these to cross. Just gonna draw them side by side, just so you know.
We just dash like psychopaths. How fast is this thing moving?
How fast is the stuff below you moving?
Yeah.
Find out when we roll initiative, won't we?
Okay.
I think it might be best we
gotta,
stop
like,
the session
head off
there because
real
of how
soon,
much there is.
so- Just-
Yeah.
with this. However,
yeah.
I will show you the bone swords.
I don't like that name.
Could you post them in the chat?
Oh, They look eldritch.
I like
Oh,
this.
Wait,
it's
wait,
like-
wait a minute. Wait a minute, Chris. Wait. I think I've seen these before.
Reminds me of,
Oh,
it reminds me of the ball from Dark Souls 3, only worse.
Oh no.
I like the.
I mean, I
dice.
still want to see this, but oh no.
I'll post
I
it in
like
chat in a moment,
skulls.
or have you done it Infernal?
I sent it.
That's Nikto. That's absolutely
is-
Nikto.
So, I'll describe what you see. As you proceed to move across with your light held up, you see the white and grey mass below begin to shift and move as you watch as bits of it begin to rise up. Your initial instinct is to run as you watch as a segment disconnects itself from the base and begins flying towards you,
Nice.
as there are several of them.
Thanks, I hate it.
And as
Bone
you're looking
artillery.
down, you can see there are loads more.
Okay.
Guys, I suggest we run as fast as we can, while not destroying the bridge we're on. And
We're this
hope
far
for
on
the
the
best.
bridge.
You're that
think
far on
it's
the bridge,
about-
and you've got to go all the way through there, all the way through there, all the way through there, all the way through there.
or
Or we could go back
We
and
could go
start
home.
from the beginning.
guys, we could go back to the tavern. Go back to the tavern where we've got warm beds and no horrific skeleton mound.
no, we're not leaving until we finish because I'm not coming back here again.
You know, that's
This
entirely
is
understandable.
terrible.
I will say, just to get initiative out of the way, everybody go ahead and roll for initiative now.
24 are we?
What's
18.
what's a crit?
50.
Crit would be 20 plus 5 plus your initiative.
I said 27.
Chris,
Yeah, I'll roll for you.
Anchor.
Sasha, that is a 12 minus 1, that is 11. Queglod and Elsyan?
9.
15.
9 on Elsyan, 15 on Queglod. Now, do keep in mind this is single file, so depending on your initiative order, you can't move if the person in front of you is in the way.
Or the person behind you if you want to run away.
Exactly, and Elsyan's currently at the back of the queue, so if
Oh,
you
so
plan,
there's no
if you
problem
plan
there.
on running away, Jamie, you can run forward, you won't be able to go back. So unless you
that's-
guys
that's
decide to
fine.
fly or anything like that, you are currently stuck in your formation. Running.
Yeah, but the whole party's in trouble anyway, because behind me is Sasha.
I think flight would be a very good idea.
I'm thinking psychic bullshittery.
Laughs in halfling nimbleness.
Very
Queglod
true.
just runs between all our legs, and we're like, what the fuck?
Well played, Queglod.
Well played, shot ass. Well played.
Alright, so...
Of course, Elsyan
I'm-
says that behind her back because Queglod be scary, yo.
Alright, it's time for Bern to use Reduce on himself.
so he can run through.
He can run through.
Nice.
Uh,
I'm first in initiative, and I'm first in queue, so I'm fine.
I'm second in
I've got
initiative. Oh no.
I'm happy.
I'm
with
the
you.
one that's stuck. I'm second in initiative.
Oh no.
So, guys, Elsyan can tank.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, no.
You saw how
Elsyan
well
can
that went
tank.
last time. Oh wait.
Okay, this time it should be a bit more
Can we
reliable.
decide on a plan? Are we going back or forward?
Okay,
Well,
I don't know.
so here's my first question. Simon, do you have shatter?
Yes, I do.
You think
Just
your
saying
puny
that
shatter will
bone-
help you here?
It
Does
might
anyone
help
have
a
fire?
little.
I just want to know.
Go for
I
it.
have wall of fire, so I have fire wall.
That's not good enough, and you know it.
All right, fine.
No, never mind.
Right. So, for the session, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this chaos. And we will pick up next session with the Bone Swarms. You enjoyed.
Call them bone daddies.
So, Chris, how do I make these?
You
Time for
can't.
some bone
All
diddly
right,
daddly.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.